Hey, what's good, people? Whether it's everybody at work, in between class, while you working out, or sitting on your ass, I'm going to welcome you to the CharlieGtv Podcast. And we have a hell of a show lined up here for you today, man. It is December 16th. Next week is Christmas, you know what I mean? So happy holidays, everybody out there. We welcome everybody on YouTube. Remember to like and subscribe. You know your homie trying to drop this every week, dropping clips every day. And just wait till next year. The 100-day campaign going to be amazing. We're talking about a lot today, man. We're talking about cameras, photography. We're going to talk about the modern day. And, you know, we're going to talk about a couple of things in Detroit, some news. But before we get into all of that, I have to introduce the very, very nice, cool new guest that we have on here today. She's a Detroit native. She is a photographer for many high names that she's worked with. She is a very talented young lady, and I'm very, very happy to introduce none other than Flower.
Hey, guys.
Thank you for coming on the podcast.
You know it ain't no thing.
You know that?
You know it.
I appreciate you. So we start every podcast with what I call the Watch This Week. You know what I mean? And it could be a TV show, a movie, an anime, a funny Instagram character that you might have found this week. You know what I mean? So what have you watched this week that you would want to recommend to the people?
Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya.
Don't she be twerking on that shit?
Yeah.
I only know that because of Twitter, all right? And Twitter is nothing but bad things, all right?
Oh, no. What you doing on Twitter?
Listen,
It's not even called Twitter no more.
it's X.
It's called X for a reason.
That's actually a more accurate description. You know what I mean?
For real.
Because you don't know what you're going to get. It's a variable X. You don't know what you're going to find on there. You know what I mean? Maybe all types of things. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Yeah, that's always when I seen Cooking with Kaya on the thread or two, if you know what I'm saying. I mean, there'd be a bunch of people in the comment section talking about, I cook too. Looking like,
Let me find out.
Nah. I don't be doing nothing, you know what I'm saying? Nah, all my money go towards camera equipment and the podcast equipment. But shout out Cooking with Kaya, you know what I mean? She making content that is engaging, to say the least. You know what I mean? My watch this week would be, what did I watch this week? All right, my watch this week is an interview that one of my favorite people, Patrick Bet David, did with John Gotti Jr. You know what I mean? So John Gotti's like this mafia boss, you know what I'm saying? And John Gotti Jr., his son is like the fighter Gotti that you know what I'm saying? And his dad is the mob boss, and he was the one in the interview. You know what I mean? So he was giving his perspective on his dad being locked up, the whole mafia life, you know what I'm saying? And me being from New York, I could relate to a lot of the things. I was thinking about it because he was talking about how he was in Howard Beach, and he was running in and out of Howard Beach, and I was like, only because I spent time in Far Rockaway and I spent time in Queens on that A train, and I've been in Howard Beach. I'm like, people outside of New York don't really know what Howard Beach is for real. If you don't, that's like saying Belle Isle to somebody in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Like, well, what is Belle Isle like? What? I'm just saying. Out here, Belle Isle is obvious. You know what it is right there.
That's like that's like its own actual island.
Yeah.
Like
Far Rockaway is a peninsula, kinda, its own island, kinda. You know what I mean? And Howard Beach is damn near almost like a little island too, because it's just a little beach town, just this little beach bay area, high water right there. They got messed up by Sandy a lot, that hurricane that came through. You know what I mean? That was crazy. But yeah, so shout out to John Gotti in that interview, man. You know what I mean? It was just really great. And hearing him talk, yo, he said a couple things, I ain't gonna lie, that I was like, yo, that's mad disrespectful, dog. That's mad disrespectful. Like if a guy said that to me, but he was funny though. He said he was talking about Sammy the Bull, and he was like, the paper says he's 5'6", 5'7". He said he's 5'6", 5'7". I'm 5'9". I can eat an apple off the top of his head. All right, he ain't no 5'7". And I was like, wow, bro. Wow. If a nigga ever told me he could eat an apple off the top of my head, I'm like, nah, nigga, nah. You ain't about to just be talking. You talking crazy right now.
That's ski mask material.
For real, dog. Like, that's wild. You know what I mean? So he was on there giving it up. It was so funny. I could eat an apple off the top. I was like, that is such an old mobster ass coming out. And I was like,
old as hell.
That's like, what?
Like,
but it got me right here, though. It got me right
it made
here.
me think about something.
Yeah, I was like, damn, I got a visual of you. Nah, I can't live with that, dog. I can't live with that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, he was giving it up in that interview, dog. It was very entertaining. You know what I mean? So, shout out to John Gotti. So, Mike Duggan has been the mayor of Detroit, right? For like the last 10 years or whatever.
Damn, it's been 10?
Yeah, because I was seeing a post about how he was like saying that he felt like his job of revitalizing Detroit is done. He feels like he's so he basically saying, long story short, he's not running for mayor. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn, that's messed up. I guess he is kind of old. And then fast forward like a month later, he announced he running for governor. You know what I mean? Now he coming up against Big Gretch. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like,
he ain't gonna win.
Yeah, so I wanted to ask you, like, he did a good job with Detroit.
No,
he
he
made a
didn't.
good name. You don't think so?
Hell no.
Talk on it.
He did something great for downtown Detroit, right? He ain't did shit for the hood. You go on the street on the east side, Gratiot and 7 Mile, you're gonna barely find one house on the block. But he doing all this shit for the city. You got all these motherfucking potholes. They filling it with that black shit. Y'all ain't doing shit for real in this bitch. Put concrete down, something shit.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, y'all not doing shit.
I feel you on that. A lot of people have said that he's not really doing nothing for the hood like that. And I got to say, I noticed that. You know what I'm saying? I do notice that. Like, I mean, it was that one building just on the way here. You was telling me it was built. You know what I mean? Although I wouldn't consider this really the hood. It's still, but it's not, at least not downtown.
Right, but it is downtown.
Yeah.
You gotta think about it. Like I said, they only building shit downtown for real. If you notice.
Yeah. I heard they about to do something with the Ren Center. They said it was going to tear down one of the towers.
They tearing down 2 towers so they could put the spear, like what they got in like Texas and shit, that you could watch the game.
Yeah.
Like front row and shit. That's what they about to put down there.
But I feel like that drastically affects Detroit skyline. Like as a drone pilot, it made me want to shoot the Ren. I thought I shot enough of the Ren Center. I got enough of it. And now I'm like, they about to take it away. I'm like, let me get my drone repaired so I could go there and really, I want to capture it a little bit more because it's about to not be there. You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's about to be one building right in the middle. And I think that's the hotel.
I don't know how. I'm not a big fan of tearing down buildings, especially big historic buildings especially if there's nothing wrong with them. Like it's not structurally impaired in any. It's a perfectly fine historic building, and you're just tearing it down.
Like Renaissance Center is a fucking, what is it? Like what's the word I'm looking for?
It's like an iconic building.
Yeah, like a historical building.
Yeah.
Like they had a movie theater in that bitch. I watched Twilight when it first came out there.
Wow.
Like that
Shout
shit.
out to Twilight. Yeah.
Where was I at? I got kicked out of there before. For real.
What was you doing?
Just running around that bitch is not doing shit. Like Karen
what
stealing and shit.
Was you going movie to movie? I did that one time. Almost got kicked out of a place in Brooklyn one time. Like we went in there once. Me and my homies went in there we paid to see one movie. And then when that movie was about to end, we just like walked into another movie.
Oh no, it wasn't even like nothing like that. But the hotel across the street, I remember I got kicked out. Like me, my cousins, we was on that bitch, and we used to go steal eggs from like the grocery, like the gas stations and shit.
Wow.
And it's high up, so we throwing the eggs down. And it's hitting people.
You throwing it? Yeah. Terrible.
We high up. We like, 18, 17 type shit. So we bored as hell. We throwing eggs to security. We try to leave out the door. They locked the elevator on us so we couldn't go downstairs. So we trying to find, where to go. Mm-hmm. Security came. Talk about what is y'all doing? What's your name? We see you throwing eggs. I started fake crying.
Oh, my God. Girls with the waterworks. Here they go. She said you saw fake crying. How convincing was it? Did you get in trouble? Good.
They just took our fake names.
Wow.
And we gave them a fake address.
Wow.
So they don't know our names. And then we went back to the same hotel, and we was what? Like on the 18th floor, 17th floor. Probably, yeah, around that. Probably over exaggerating, but we let the fire extinguisher, the little fire thing go in the hallway.
Yeah, I was with the fire extinguisher in the hallway on the 18th floor.
It was probably like the 17th, 16th. It was around that time because we was high up. Our dumbasses, we took the elevator up. We shut the shit off. We had to run all the way down the stairs. We don't know. We like, oh my God, we don't know what the fuck going on. Everybody running down.
Oh my, because you set with the fire alarm.
Yeah, because of all that shit.
Ah.
Old ass people coming down the stairs.
Niggas like, oh shit. Niggas moving at top speed about to fall apart and shit. Come on, man. Yeah.
And there's no fire.
Y'all was some young hooligans out there. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the Ren Center, man, because that's a historical building. You know what I'm saying? It's really messed up. You know, I don't think, like I said, I don't like tearing down historical buildings. There's other areas that need to be built up.
Exactly. I actually met one of the guys who was doing the fiber through the spear, and we was talking and shit, and he was showing me like the little designs and shit. That shit, shout out to him. That shit sweet as hell. He was teaching me. He said I need to get in school for that shit. They make some cheese. I need to do that. Shout out to him again.
That's dope. Nah, to be able to see the blueprints and the shit, see the AutoCAD, see the shit before it go up. You know what I mean? That's amazing. But I mean, I'm not mad at what they're adding. I'm mad at what they're subtracting. I just wish there was a way for them to add what they want to add without subtracting. You know what I mean? Like, why do we have to take away historic buildings to get the sphere? Is there no other areas downtown that you could build it up or close to, or even in this that you can extend downtown? Like when you look at Dubai and other countries, when you look at I was watching the time elapse thing from Dubai from 1980 to 2024, and you see their whole city like build out and extend into the inland, like it looks crazy how much work they've done since the 80s. Like they've built like a whole metropolis. Just looks crazy.
Damn.
You know what I mean? And I'm thinking like that. I'm like, y'all so focused on trying to fight over this little square footage downtown. Why can't y'all can extend? Y'all can keep building the Midtown. Then Midtown start looking like downtown. Now whatever was next to Midtown is the new Midtown. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see,
you know what I'm saying? Like just keep expanding it. You know what I'm saying?
See, the thing is, they'll make a building, right? They'll build the building from ground out, and not put a parking structure there.
That's a mistake.
And then these motherfuckers is taking parking lots, charge you $50.
Yeah.
Just to park. It's so many parking lots downtown.
Shout out to Motor City Casino. You know what I'm saying? Because they got the free parking when I pull up there. You know what I'm saying?
Greektown do too, and MGM.
They do?
Yeah, so with Greektown, you got to be a member.
Oh, nah.
So look, if you play on the app, you just pull up the app, like, yeah, I got a card. Get in that bitch.
In Greektown. I never even been in Greektown.
Really?
Yet. Nah, never, not once.
What?
Nah. I've been in MGM for a job interview one time, and that was the only time I've been in the MGM. You know what I mean?
What?
Yeah, nah. All I do is work. I don't really go out that much, especially lately. All I do is work like a fucking Hebrew slave. You know what I used to say.
So look, funny story with Greektown. I was downtown with my sister and her cousin, and it was her birthday. I had a gallon of Milagro, right?
Shout out Milagro.
It was probably about that much left in the bottle. Officers made me pour it out, right? I'm pissed. I went to Greektown. I'm like, fuck, I'm about to just play. How much I spent? I think I spent like 20-something, like $23, $24 playing on the slots.
Yeah.
Walked out that bitch for $200. After they just made me pour out my liquor.
Wow.
So I'm like, fuck y'all. I just came up.
Wow.
Y'all made me pour out my whole ass liquor. I done won $200. Mm-hmm. Cashed out. Got the fuck on.
Mm-hmm. That's what people can't do. They want to They want to keep going with that 200, see what they can do with that. That's where you get lost.
I'm gone. I'm skating like some truck fits.
Got on with the shit. That's how you turn an L into a W.
No, for real.
For real.
Made me pour out my motherfucking liquor.
So my next question for you is, what was it like for you growing up? Was it a single parent household? Was it grandma raised you? Was it both of them there?
So I moved with my dad when I was like 4. He took custody of me. And I stayed with that nigga till I was like, 14. And I moved back with my mama. But my dad raised me. My dad, my grandma, my auntie. And my mama, she'd come in time to time, you feel me? Mm-hmm. But it was just mainly me. I'm the only girl. I got 2 brothers. I got an older brother and I got a younger brother. My older brother, he really ain't stay with us. He stayed with his mama in North Carolina. And my younger brother, he was 10 years younger than me. So he wasn't around for real, you feel me? He ain't come around until I was like 9, 10. So it was just me and my daddy. To this day, people don't know my little brother. And he's 17.
Wow.
And so I did took him around people, like celebrities and shit.
Yeah.
He wanted to be a little rapper. I don't know now, but it was kind of rocky, growing up without a mama. I had my grandma and shit, but growing up like without a mother, like a mother figure.
Yeah.
That shit was hard. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like Mother's Day came around. And I'm like, damn, I gotta make this shit for my daddy.
Wow.
So he taking all that shit. I'm making the shit for my grandma and shit. And they taking the shit because, I just want to bring something home. You feel me? I see everybody else bringing shit home. Why I can't bring it home?
Yeah.
So I had days like I'd be waiting for my mama and she'll never come. So I'm having like daddy issues with my mama.
Yeah.
So that shit was kind of hard. And my daddy raising the only girl. He don't know what the fuck to do with me.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm a girl. He a nigga at the end of the day. Like,
yeah.
Like that shit was crazy.
Girls. I feel I could see girls really needing their mama, especially with certain things.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I remember every time a female sent me to the store to buy any sort of tampons or maxi pads or anything of that nature. It's maybe happened like 2 or 3 times in my life. It is some of the worst experience I've ever had. Like I don't know what the fuck.
Yeah, because it's so
I'm gonna walk
many.
in there with a rapper. I'm gonna walk in there to rapper what she got and be like, yeah, this whatever this is. I need that.
That's
that.
the way to go.
I need that. You know what I mean? Like,
But yeah.
I hate that. Yeah, I wouldn't.
I remember when I came on when I had my first period. I'm like, Daddy, I'm bleeding. What the hell? He started crying. I'm like, what the fuck you crying for, nigga? I should be the one that's crying. What the fuck? I'm like, you okay, Daddy? He like, yeah. You just started your period. I gotta call your mama. My mama came. She's like, all right, you need this. You need to do this. Here goes some chocolate here. My fat ass they ate the chocolate. I'm still a kid.
Yeah.
Feel me? I get whatever I want for my daddy, so I'm just eating the chocolate. But like I say, like my daddy gone now.
Oh.
Right. So that shit hit different, you feel me? My daddy been gone for 4 years now.
Damn.
So I've been grinding this shit since he been gone. Like a year later.
You're still young too. That sucks.
Like I don't even look at it like me. Like I'm fucked up still. I look at my little brother. Cause he was only 13 when he lost him. I lost my daddy on my birthday. Well, he went to the hospital on my birthday. He was declared brain dead on my birthday. And then he died like 6 days later.
Damn.
But I more so look at my little brother because he's still a kid. So, you feel me? Like,
that's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit eat me alive, like, down there every day. And I gotta, like, do shit positive.
What happened to him?
He had a massive stroke at work.
How old was he?
47. No. 47 or 40. Shit, I don't know. He was young, though. He was in his 40s.
Yeah, that's not... What did he look like? Like, damn, 40... You say he had a stroke?
Massive stroke.
You know, that bothers me, man. I don't like that. Man. I don't like that.
But listen to this. I said he didn't pass away from nobody killing him. He passed away from natural death.
Yeah.
Natural causes. That's how I look at it. Like, and then, funny story with that shit, bro. So, he was supposed to gave me his black card. He paid for my New Orleans trip, and he paid for it that Thursday. My birthday was that Monday. I was supposed to go on that trip that Friday. He went into the hospital that Monday. On Thursday, Friday, I worked with him Saturday because he owned a security company, so I used to do security with him. Had to give away my backwoods and buy a fire ticket for him and everything. Like, bro, I had this day already planned out. But that Thursday, he was like, yeah, I'm going to give you my black card and just pay me back. You know, get whatever you want down there. Just pay me back some time. I'm like, all right, bet. Bullshit happened Monday. I'm like, fuck, I can't get that motherfucking black card no more.
Yeah, nah.
Like, damn.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. Only your birthday. Damn, man. Oh, that's terrible. And plus, he was the primary parent for real.
Yeah, you feel me?
You know what I mean? So, even like, man, that's tough, man. I couldn't imagine it. You know what I mean? I know the older you get, the more like no one escapes having to deal with death. You know what I mean? It is a part of life. You know what I mean? But 40-something that's terrible. You know what I mean? I think about my diet all the time and things like that because the older I get, the more I know that it could catch up with me. Like it's not, my body could bounce back now. Still a little young enough. You know what I mean? But I know I got to get it in order. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to be in it for the long haul. You know what I'm saying? And I had an uncle that recently this year died of a heart attack. I wasn't that close to him. He lived in Jamaica. You know what I mean? I'm Jamaican. My family's Jamaican. But him dying of a heart attack it's nothing that made me wonder because there's only 2 stories of men in my family that I've heard of that died young, like youngish. One was, I think it was my great-grandfather. I believe he died of colon cancer.
My dad, did I say a massive stroke or heart attack? I said heart attack.
Yeah.
He died of a massive stroke.
Massive stroke.
Yeah,
because you said there was something wrong with his brain. You said he was brain dead. And normally strokes affect the brain a lot.
Yeah, it was a stroke. Like when I finally went to go see him, he was hooked up into the tubes and shit.
Yeah.
So.
Damn. Yeah, this stroke. But yeah, so just do your best to take care of your health. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that's all you could do. Your health is your wealth. You know what I'm saying? Because if someone could give you $1 billion, but you wouldn't get to live till next week, you would take living past next week over the $1 billion.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? So just think about that when you think you're having a bad day, that today's worth $1 billion because you wouldn't replace it for $1 billion. You know what I mean? So take care of yourself out there. You know what I mean?
No, for real. And then, how about this? My grandma died 3 months later.
Damn. It was the main. There was a main too.
Died of a broken heart. That was our only son.
Yeah.
And I'm the only daughter.
Damn. I mean, at least he has some boys for you. I mean, I got a poet drink.
Hey, what's so funny about that? What's so funny about you saying that is when we make it.
Yeah. How'd you hook it? We'll hook it up for us? Mm-hmm. My bad.
Me and my brothers, we was just talking about that. We was just on FaceTime the other day, and we was saying like, Daddy had a girl. You feel me? He was like, he's supposed to have all girls. I mean, all boys. But I just had to come. I said, nigga. And his first child was a girl. Mm-hmm. I'm like, nigga, what?
That's funny as hell.
Hey, shout out to these motherfucking drinks I done made.
Yeah, for real. Appreciate it. Yeah, she said you just had to come. Cheers.
I just had to come. Like,
glad you came.
Right. Like, nigga, what?
Shout out to that. But what you call it? So next one I have here for you. Who were you in high school?
I ain't gonna lie. I was a lame.
Let's just spit out.
Like this?
Yeah.
All right. I ain't gonna lie. I was a lame.
Why you say that?
I was a lame, but I was popular. Like, I was a bum. Like, in high school, I was a total bum. Like, my mama, she didn't give a fuck. She said bad grades, bad everything. But shout out to them people. I went to Cody High.
Yeah.
Same school as T Grizzly.
Did you ever try to, the same school as T Grizzly? That's fun. Did you ever try to get better grades to put on that?
I ain't gonna lie, that shit was hard.
Yeah.
And then you barely had like people to help. Going to a Detroit public school, I went to 13 different schools, bro.
Really?
Yes.
Damn.
From the east to the west.
I remember one time, I forgot whether it was in high school or middle school. I forgot what year, but I remember, I want to say it was high school. My mother said some shit to me like, all right, for every 90 or whatever, for every A you bring back, I think she said she would give me like $50 or some shit, something like that. I fucked around, won a report card, brought back like 4 A's. You know what I mean? She was like, hold on.
Wait.
And then when she ain't pay up that one time, after that, I was like, it ain't worth the effort. It ain't worth the effort. I was like, it ain't. But if she could have kept paying me, I don't know. Maybe I'd have kept getting A's. You know what I'm saying? But I guess whatever. I forgot whatever it was. It was 50 or 100, whichever one it was too steep. She must not have thought that I was gonna get all the A's.
No, I remember.
I came back stunting like, hey.
Hey, that's funny. I remember I got over a 2.0, and my mama was happy as hell. Like, oh, you can do this shit.
Uh-huh.
But I wasn't even focused with that shit no more. Like, I used to go to, like, every class, I'd be going to sleep.
Oh, my God. But you wasn't sleeping at home?
I was, but that shit.
You just be sleep. So you was bored by school?
Yeah, bored as hell. I get my little seat.
I don't blame you. Because school... One thing I learned about school, because like that's why I got into an argument with this guy. Like, cause I told him I had studied something. He was talking about the economy or whatever, and he was like, "You ain't study, you ain't go to school for it." And I was like, "The internet got mad knowledge. You know what I'm saying? The internet got mad like on every subject, every topic. There's some like 5, 10, 15 YouTube channels that are
for real,
that are dying for your eyeballs and that are telling it to you in the most imaginative, entertaining way possible. You know what I mean? So." When I left like stuff like science, when I was in high school, I wasn't that interested in science like that. When I left high school and I watched like the Cosmos or I watched certain other YouTube channels and started learning about the way shit works and like the stars and all of that, it was very interesting. And I was like, man, science is like fried chicken, but y'all make it taste like tofu. Why do y'all make it taste so bad in school? Like history is lit. Like, not lit like it's bad, whatever, a lot of it's bad, but like anything you like in a TV show is in history. Sex, betrayal, murder, war, anything you want like in a show. Politics, all of that, all of that, like lies, like deception, all of that.
Comedy.
All of that's in history. All of that is there. It's just how they tell it makes it whack. You know what I mean? Like, if y'all really told more of the told it how it is, because almost every time there be some, what really happened to Abraham Lincoln, what really happened to Eisenhower, whenever like there's like a little YouTube short or some shit like that, I be sitting there watching fascinated, like, oh, Oh, and meanwhile, when I was learning that shit in middle school, I was like, this is whack. You know what I mean?
No, for real.
I was like, this is boring because they be focusing on dumb shit like, now, what date did they sign the document instead of why did they sign the document? Well, what was the whole purpose of it anyway? They're more focused on like you trying to remember a date or like some.
When did the independence start?
Like, how many rights was on the Bill of Rights when it was first introduced? How many original amendments was on the Constitution? Like instead of why the Constitution?
What is it? 3 is what?
How many branches of government?
What's the branches of government? There's 3 of them, ain't it?
Yeah. There's the executive, the legislative. You know what I'm saying, and whichever one that last one is. You know, that's the judicial. There you go.
Right.
The judicial. That's the Supreme Court.
I learned down for School of Rock, School of House Rock.
Yeah.
I had a little disc for that shit.
But that's what I'm saying. A movie making entertaining, like a TV, like so. I never liked how school like didn't feel the need to be entertaining. There was some good teachers you would run along every once in a while, and that teacher would make you learn because of how they were teaching it. You know, and like I remember I had one math teacher. I never forget these 2 teachers, bro. One math teacher was named Mr. Angelo. I hate math my whole life. Still don't like it. But when I was in his class, something about the way that this white guy was teaching the math, it was clicking. And I was understanding it. And I was like, that was like the best math class experience I was having because I was understanding what the fuck was going on. You know what I mean? But after that, it was just like a battle with me in math. You know what I mean? And I had one teacher, he was only there for 6 months. It was another white guy. He was teaching a physics class. Now, physics, that's like, you know, the movement of body, like, you know, an object untouched by something else won't an immovable object meeting an unstoppable force. You know, the terminal velocity of falling from, like, it's 9.81 meters to gravity. That's the speed of gravity, the terminal force if you have jumped out of an airplane. Because you hit a top speed, you don't continue accelerating the entire time until you hit the ground. There's like a top speed that you hit, that's the speed that gravity is pulling you. That's the Earth speed, the speed of gravity of Earth. You know what I mean? Like physics shit like that. But I only
you know what's so crazy? We ain't get taught none of that. Like growing up in the Detroit public schools, we ain't learned none of that shit.
But it was only because of the way he was teaching it. The way he was teaching was and then 6 months in the class, he got replaced by an Indian guy named Mr. Singh. And that was the end of me understanding physics class. I didn't understand what the fuck was going on after that. I was like, what they do with the white guy? Man, the white guy was teaching the fuck out this class, bro. You know what I mean? And I was understanding shit because he was relating it to shit and it was making sense.
I had this one teacher. Her name was Miss Weaver. Shout out Miss Weaver. I love you. We still Facebook friends to this day.
Wow.
And like she taught history. And I would actually listen to her. Like sit there like, what the hell? Miss Weaver.
Miss Weaver. See, she was weaving together them stories. You know what I'm saying? Telling you about the history. Shout out Miss Weaver. You know what I mean? Because history is amazing. I always feel like if you failed history class, it was the teacher's fault. That's how I always felt about it. Because history is amazing. History really is interesting. But that teacher failed to ignite the imagination and interest in the kids in the stories that are real and right there. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but it is what it is. You know what I mean?
I also had I had 2 teachers. One name was Miss Smith. Shout out to Miss Smith. She was my English teacher, my 12th grade English teacher for like half a year. Like when I say her class is hard, but Miss Smith, she a real hood white lady. Miss Weaver is too. Like them two. And then I had this one teacher named Miss Taran. She was like from Pakistan or something.
Pakistan.
Some shit like that. But she had a strong ass accent. She taught math. How the fuck am I going?
How am I learning math from, you can barely understand what she's saying. Probably. You know what I mean?
I remember I snuck a tablet in. My mama ain't know. Miss Taran, like, Tatiana, what are you doing? You feel me? Like, I'm about to call your mama.
Oh, my God.
My mama came. I was the last one to come out the lunchroom thinking I'm sneaky and shit. My mama right there. I thought was so. Gave it to her. Man, I got so many stories in Cody.
Cody, so what like y'all had a football team and a basketball team?
Man, our football team was trash.
Damn.
Man, the Cody Comets was trash.
They ain't do nothing. They ain't hit on nothing.
Man.
All of them niggas in there claiming they hard and all of that. They ain't hard on the football field. On the football field, they getting ran over.
Man, what? Then the thing is, we had 3 different schools at one.
So it was 3 different teams or one team?
It was one team, but we had 3 different schools in one building.
I can relate to that, no, because Beach Channel High School, my high school I went to we had Beach Channel, we had Channel View, which like they wore uniforms. Channel View wore uniforms. I went to Beach Channel High School. Beach Channel High School and Beach Channel and Channel View was like in the same building, like you say, right? But they had like a little wing to themselves. You know what I'm saying? But like, so they wore uniforms. The school I went to, Beach Channel High School, we didn't wear uniforms.
So my thing is, could you go to that school? Like, could you walk through their hallways?
They didn't want me walking in their hallways for real. Like we could. There was some classes like band and certain things that like took you through their wing of the school, but for the most part, nah. But they had to come through ours because the gym and the auditorium and all the major big parts of the school were like in our part of the school. But like their little science classes and their little certain little classes and shit, that was and their school was like to a degree held to a higher standard. You know what I mean? Like they were like, you know, you probably had to have a little bit of a better grades to be in there type shit, maybe. You know what I mean?
No, ours, we had 3 different schools in one big ass building. My floor was my school. The second floor was the other school, and then our
I was separated too, yeah.
Then our school was the top floor, and then the other school was on the other side.
Was you allowed to walk through their hallways?
No, but we did what the fuck we wanted to.
Yeah,
that's a hood ass school. You feel me?
Yeah.
Everybody know everybody.
Yeah.
You get kicked out of MCH. You going to APL or DIT, but you gonna still be in Cody.
That shit really built like a prison. That's what it sounds like. They're different prison levels.
No, for real. But our gym was on the second floor, which was in another school. But
yeah.
I remember I was skipping class one day. My cousin went to the school on the second floor. I went to the school on the first floor. He come out like, bro, what the fuck you doing? What the fuck? I'm like, bro, leave me the fuck alone. You know, these niggas saying that you doing shit out here, like, bro, go to class. I'm like, bro, I can't. It's too late, nigga. We about to switch classes now.
Yeah.
The fuck?
I remember that conversation. That's funny.
Like,
it'd be like that. You cutting class. It should be funny as hell, man. But
like,
nah, the other school, like,
we had 3 different principals, and that's we actually had 3 different schools, 3 different principals.
That's a funny thing, though. I don't remember. Did Channel View have a principal? That's a good question, because there was another school in there too. I forgot the name of them because there was 3. By the time I graduated, my graduating year, there was 3 schools in there for sure. You know what I mean?
They all had their separate graduations and everything.
Yeah, separate graduations. You know what I'm saying? But a separate principal. I don't know if Channel View had a principal, but I never saw that person. Whoever it is, I was completely oblivious to their existence. And we had the same football team, so a lot of the football team kids went to Channel View. You know what I mean? But I never heard of them having a principal. I only knew one principal's office in Beach Channel. You know what I'm saying? That's
3 different schools, 3 different principals.
3 different offices. They all had their own office on each floor.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
DIT, they ain't had no gym, so they was doing gym in the hallway.
That's ridiculous.
We had the same cheerleading team.
You know what else my school had, though, which was crazy?
What?
A daycare. There used to be shorties growing up to my high school with their baby.
A daycare?
The baby in the stroller, You know what I'm saying? They're going through the metal detectors because it's New York. There's metal detectors. You know
we got metal detectors too.
Yeah, my high school had metal detectors. They're going through the metal, but they that's why you got to get cool with the single moms because they can sneak the cell phone in the baby stroller. You know what I mean?
Oh, y'all couldn't bring cell phones?
Yeah, we couldn't. We wasn't allowed to bring cell phones in the school.
Damn.
But we would find a way to sneak. Either someone's parent was the security officer, or there was, like I said, like a baby stroller that already got metal because it's a baby stroller. You could tuck some phones behind the baby type shit and wheel it through because there was a daycare on the sort of like almost in the basement, but it was a daycare so that mothers could go to that school and like still do their classes in the day and then take their baby and go home at the end of the day.
Type shit.
I mean, on one hand, I bet a lot more single mothers ended up with high school diplomas because of that. On the other hand, there's funding that like other programs didn't get because y'all specifically funding the single mothers in the school with a daycare in the school. You know what I mean? But my high school had a daycare in it, dog. You know, and that's how a lot of women. I remember, I'll never forget, I was like a sophomore and I met this girl and she was a sophomore and she had 2 kids already.
What?
And was currently pregnant when I met her.
That's a draw dropper.
And I was like, I'm a sophomore. You're a sophomore. You got 2 kids already, and you're pregnant right now. And this is your second year in high school. Yeah, my high school had a daycare in it. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna leave it at that. But yeah, dog. Yeah. You know what else is funny too? Fun fact. Guess what state has the highest level of abortions in all 50 states? It's 51 states, whatever it is.
Atlanta.
New York. For whatever reason.
I can see that.
New York has some of the high. Listen, rent is high. Every bedroom is high. Listen.
You know what? I watch too much Law and Order.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is. I think I watch too much Law and Order.
Yeah. Law and Order is very heavily New York right there. That's
yeah, so I learned a lot from that, but
a lot of abortions in New York, for real.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't gonna say nothing, but I know a guy that got a good 4 or 5 under his belt. You know what I'm saying?
Me too.
I'm like, dog, you supposed to have.
I know a couple bitches with some under they built from Detroit.
Yeah. I know shorties in Detroit that didn't have the doctor tell them, listen, you had too many. Like, dog, like what? Like I'm telling you, dog.
I know a bitch who have like 4 abortions and now she got like 4 kids.
Yeah, she was too fertile. I was fertile ground. Something was gonna pop out of there, man. None of what she do. You know what I mean? But all right, so look. Do you think Detroit, compared to your childhood or your past memories of it, compared to now, is it safer or less safe?
Man, we got YNs. It's not safe no more.
Oh, my God. Not the YNs. That's funny as hell.
We got YNs now. Like, back in the day, like I said, I've been to like 13 different schools, so it's like I done lived in damn near every motherfucking hood it is or been around. Like, it's crazy now. Like,
you feel like there's more gun violence now than there was when you was born?
Yeah, like these parties, like it'd be a whole bunch of fights. Like RTM jumping TSN. Like gang affiliate.
Yeah.
But ain't nobody using no guns type shit.
Yeah.
Now these niggas 16, 15 walking around with ARs with the automatic tip on it.
Yeah.
The semi. So it's like,
that's crazy. They don't want to fight nowadays. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they want to straight shoot.
Yeah. They ain't built like that.
Right. Look how many young niggas in jail right now for a murder charge or a gun charge or whatever under the age of 24.
I like the thing is, like, on one hand, I have sympathy for these hood niggas that get caught up, because when I was going to MS-258 in that middle school where I lost all them fights, aka
you said MS-52?
It's 258, MS-258. I went to school in Brooklyn. It's a school.
Right. So look, I was watching Hey Arnold.
Yeah.
And I think that's like one of the schools or some shit out there.
It was in Bed-Stuy. It was in Stuyvesant, Bed-Stuy. You know what I mean?
Everybody Hates Chris was shot in Bed-Stuy.
Yeah.
I was just watching that the other day.
Yeah.
That's my show.
Yeah. I love Everybody Hates Chris.
I binge watched it.
That's my. I love the father of that show. I aspire to be like him one day. With my finances and. But nah.
Like, hey, the mama used to come in like, my man has 2 jobs.
Yeah.
I don't need this shit.
I got 2 jobs, but she gonna take that shit. Listen, chill out. Nah, I'm just nah. What you?
You funny.
But nah, what you call it? Shit. God, I was saying. Nah. Oh yeah. I got sympathy still for the hood niggas though, because when I was going to that school, MS 258, right? That's when I got into like these dead ass like 12 to 15 fights, and I lost all 12 of them. I ain't gonna lie.
What?
I ain't gonna lie, but here's what happened, right? Because I wasn't like I wasn't trying to beat niggas up. Niggas was coming at me, right? So
right.
I had to learn how to fight. You know what I mean? So yeah, I lost the first 12. Y'all niggas got it. All right. But what happened fight number like 13, 14 though? It was getting a little more even, right? Right, yeah. And then I remember when I won my first fight. I'll never forget winning my first fight. It was like fight number 15 or whatever. I lost a lot. I learned how to see. What happened was, I'm a nigga. I talk too much. I think too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to learn when you fighting somebody, it's not time for the talking. It's not time for the thinking, and you got to unleash a certain amount of force upon them. You know what I mean? The whole way I learned how to fight, really, I still do it to this day. I learned how to fight by de-escalating. It sounds crazy, but it's like, look, if I just jump in and start fighting you, right, I might feel bad. I'm going to be thinking like, all right, I don't want to hurt you, or I don't want to, you know what I mean? I might be like, but look, here's the thing. That I'm going to lose the fight thinking that. That's the thing. You know what I mean? So.
Wait, I got something to piggyback off of that. So my auntie, she said, if you ever get in a fight, right, you put in your head like, bitch, you killed my grandma.
Yeah.
And just black out. Like,
yeah, for real. Dead ass.
Like you think of anger, so you gon', you know.
Anger, exactly. So the way
But you would never like, bitch, you just killed my grandma.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? You crazy ass man.
But what I would learn, what I would do is like, with someone, one of them would come try to fight me, I would try to de-escalate. I'd be like, look, we ain't got to fight, whatever. We ain't got to be all of that. He would be ignorant, obviously, whatever, hood nigga. All right, whatever, he's still trying to fight me. All right. So what I'm doing by trying to de-escalate is I'm saying, look, God, look, I gave him a chance, you know what I'm saying, to not fight me. He's begging for this fight right now. You know what I mean? So I have to win. So in order to do that, I have to be like very violent. You know what I mean? And not kill. You know, I remember when I used to play Fight Night all the time. And when you were fucking the nigga up, the announcer would be like, he's swinging with ill intent. You'd be like, they're like, nah. To win a fight, in my opinion, at least from the fights I've won, I gotta swing like I want each punch to kill you. Like that. Like, that's how I gotta swing. I gotta swing like I want each punch to literally kill you. You know what I mean?
So how many fights you done won?
I won about 4 or 5 fights, but then I got moved from that school, which was a good thing, because what happened when I had a girl I had a crush on, right? Mind you, I'm failing class at the time, but I don't give a fuck. Why? Because I'm fighting class to class. I'm not focused on passing class. I'm focused on surviving, right? So I had a girl that I liked that I didn't think kind of noticed me like that. I won that first fight. You know what happened? Me and Shorty started talking all of a sudden. So now I'm like, oh, I win a fight. I get the bitch. That's why the next fight I had started. Now I started that fight, won that fight. It got into another fight, won that fight. Let me tell you something. When you're 13 or you're in middle school, you're in that age, winning a fight feels like I'm Mike Tyson. You can't tell me nothing. I'm not. But I'm just saying that's how it feels. Yeah, Mike might be a bad example at the moment.
You might say Jake Paul or somebody.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? No, like when you win a fight at that age, the adrenaline, the you feel like invincible, dog. You know what I mean? So it was also chasing that feeling, and also it was a battleground, basically. Everyone's fighting anyway. You know what I mean? And now I'm winning a fight. Oh, it was crazy. It was crazy. I was gonna, if I ain't moved from that school, I was gonna turn into a different guy. Because I say that to say I had one or two friends that were sort of like me, but they were going through the same bullshit I was going through. I left that school, they didn't. And I remember one of them sent me a friend request on Facebook like years later. And I didn't accept the friend request. And the reason why is because this nigga was like a OD. He went all the way hood, like 12th level hood nigga deep, like mad flags, mad like just whatever the most 12th level deep hood nigga you can imagine. This nigga was that. And I knew that, like, I'm thinking in my head, you was a good boy. Right? You was a good kid that ain't want nothing to do with this shit, but you felt the attention that I felt when you win the fight. You felt the adrenaline. You felt that, and it led down to the vibe. It led down to that path. You know what I mean? So I seen the hood turn a good kid into a killer. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I was like, how many young kids fall a trap to that? Especially when you're too young. You're young enough to get into the violence, but not old enough to understand that that isn't a proper way to live life for real.
That's how it is in Detroit
now. It's too exciting. It's too, like, logic can't beat that.
Adrenaline.
You know, that adrenaline. Like when I fight, like being smart or calm or doing some studying compared to getting into a fight is way more exciting. Even when you lose, long as you come out, you survive. You still got some hits in. You know, your blood is pumping. You know what I mean? Like you still like fight. I had one guest that was honest about it. You know what I mean? He was an older gentleman who spent maybe 20 years in jail or whatever. You know what I mean? And he was like, look, man, doing illegal shit is fun. It was like doing bad shit.
Lie. It is. I didn't got a case of Patron from that shit. I done got some Jordans.
Yeah, he was like, doing illegal shit was fun, just the thrill of doing illegal shit. And I was like, in the pot, I was laughing because I was like, I know he's just being honest. And it was funny, but I never heard of somebody just give it up like that. You know what I mean?
So easy, like a bitch on the fuck.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? Like, so what it is, nigga? What we doing? You know what I mean?
Shit.
You know what I mean? So this shit was funny. This shit was funny, dog. And I was just like, he's really being honest. You know what I'm saying? He's really being honest for real. You know what I mean? It reminds me of that kid, that chubby kid from the Boondocks. That was like, I just want to do bad shit with my friends. that Riley got caught up with. That kid was a goddamn menace. That kid was a goddamn. That kid was scary.
So hold on,
that
funny
was
thing.
Scary, dog.
Guess what? I only started watching Boondocks when I was a grown up. Like when I was a kid, I couldn't watch that shit.
Wow, he wouldn't let you watch it?
My dad didn't let me watch that shit. He was overprotective. Like I couldn't talk to no guys, like nothing.
So you never had no little boyfriends or none?
Nope.
No? Not with daddy around. He wasn't having that shit.
Hell, he ain't let me wear hoop earrings.
So you saying he was doing them like Martin and Will Smith did it in Bad Boys? Like who are you? 14? You look 30. Like looking at homie.
Exactly. He was not going for none of that shit.
Shout out to Reggie holding it down in the latest movie. The latest Bad Boys movie. I ain't gonna lie, that movie was fucking fire. I ain't gonna lie.
No cap, it was.
That movie, I seen it in theater. That movie was fucking fire. And Reggie held it down. Fucking niggas ain't say shit to Reggie. Ran that nigga Reggie murked.
Look, I ain't even see it. I seen it.
Shit, Reggie.
I seen it at home. Like, I ain't even go to the movies. I don't want to go. I don't know when the last time I've been to the motherfucking movies.
To the movies? You don't be going like that? That's the one thing I do in Detroit. Because I got some of these movie theaters that, like, it's a big, comfy-ass seat. It could recline.
Yeah.
They got a...
You talking about Imagine.
Yeah, I never been to Imagine yet. I heard a lot about Imagine. The one I want to say is MJR.
Oh no, you got to go to Imagine.
I heard Imagine.
Listen,
is the best.
they got a whole listen.
I heard it was great.
They got a bowling alley and a bar in that bitch.
I've been to one with a bar, but not a bowling alley. They got a bowling alley.
You know got a motherfucker bowling alley.
I remember. I'm a young kid. I remember when I was a young kid going to the movie theater on Court Street, which that movie theater actually got shut down. Shout out Court Street in Brooklyn, the one that was right by Barnes and Nobles. You know what I'm saying? There was a big ass Barnes and Nobles, and then the Court Street right next to it. That Barnes and Nobles was like, as a little kid, I loved that Barnes and
I would
Nobles.
love,
You know
like,
what I
when
mean?
I was growing up, I love books. Like,
Yeah. Bought that Barnes and Nobles because it had so many books in so different areas, and like little figurines and like little characters cut out just from the book, and like that place was so imaginative. And honestly, as a young kid, I loved Harry Potter, and Harry Potter had like a whole little section in Barnes and Nobles. You know what I
Really?
mean? You would have had like all the little books that would open up and be different shit, and like I loved Barnes and Nobles as a young kid. So when we would go to the movie theater, and it would be like, all right, the movie started 7:15. All right, it's like 6:30. I would either go on Barnes and Nobles, just directly next door, and go fuck with the books and go read the books in there, or that movie theater had like these little arcade games. You know what I mean? Like I could shoot
Type
some
shit.
shit, alien type shit. Like, but a bowling alley, nah. Plus, it definitely didn't have no liquor. But there was a bar on the block, but it didn't have no liquor in the movie theater. A movie theater with liquor was crazy, dog. I experienced that only in Detroit. When I came
Really?
out here was the first time I was in a movie theater with a little liquor in my hand that I bought here, and I was like, this is lit. I was like, this is lit. Shout out to Detroit. Got me turned up watching Elementals in the fucking as an animated movie, even though Elementals was fucking fire. I don't care. It was animated. I don't care. I don't care. It was a fire movie, all right? They had the elements. I'm telling you, it was really dope. I promise you it was dope. Nah, because they had like the fire guys and they had the water guys. And the fire guys could dead ass die from the fire, and the water people would cry, and the fire people would be mad because it was about the emotions. So
Okay.
the water people cried a lot, the fire people got angry a lot, and that increased their fire. There were like green people that were like it was an imaginative ass movie, bro. Whoever was making that movie was not sober, I promise you. But anyway, let me get into it. Let me focus on it. All right, so goddamn. That's what happens. What you call it? Why do I have that question next? That's amazing. Nah, go to this one. Why do you? I know. Who do you look up? Who did you look up to as a kid or as an adult? Maybe as far as like role models or like any celebrities or people that you liked, like looking up, like that you fucked with, like either as a kid or as an adult. Like it could either be a celebrity or it could be someone in real life. You know what I mean?
My daddy.
Like your daddy for sure.
My pops. Like, shout out to him, bro. Like, even though I was a girl, I always wanted to be like my pops. Like, getting money. Like, and like, I know how for a nigga to treat a female.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I watched him do the shit. So I'm watching my daddy be a romantic nigga, and nowadays we got assholes. So I'm like, damn, where the niggas at that's like my daddy?
They've been told that they're simps. They've been told that they soft. You know what I'm saying? They've been told that they're pussy whip. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, to be nice to women nowadays is damn near like a bad thing. I don't know how to put it. Like I don't know. I don't agree with it. I had sort of like dipped out of like the dating game a little bit because I didn't like who the dating game was turning me into. I didn't like the lessons I was learning, and I didn't like who I was becoming in the dating thing. You know what I mean? So I had to take a pause on that for a second. Because, I don't know. It seems like if you treat them good, you get less. If you treat them bad, you get more. I mean, I hate to say that, but that's so. What are you gonna do now if you're a nice guy and you learn that being a nice guy doesn't get you as far as being a little rude or pushing your thing or doing that? Like it's like now I have to be an asshole to get what I want. I don't want to be an asshole, so I can't be a nice guy and get what I want. I got to be an asshole to get what I want, and I don't want to have to turn myself into an asshole. There's a reason why they're assholes, simply because it's successful. You know what I mean? Because it's more like I asked this girl one time. I'll ask you to see what you say about it. So, two choices.
Okay.
Be honest.
Okay.
Which one would you rather the guy do? He can ask you if he can kiss you, or he can just kiss you. Which one would you rather him do?
Kiss me.
Exactly. Now, society with the Me Too generation asks for consent. All of that, yeah, that sounds good and all. That sounds good, but going for it or just doing it is way more exciting, way more successful. You know what I mean? And it gives the woman. See, the reason why I'm gonna get the other energy drink.
My back is hurting in this chair.
Sorry. Yeah, not that that's just
I'm gonna have to get up and walk around.
You want to get a walk around a little bit? All right,
I pulled a nerve in my back.
all right, all right. So look, we always take a bathroom break anyway. So just consider the bathroom break 1 hour. You know what I mean? You're gonna get up. Be right back.
We've been talking for an hour? Oh, wow. No.
Just so it's still one chunk, I gotta edit out instead of like making it two chunks. You know what I'm saying? That's you. That's you.
That's me too. That's my goddaughter. Yeah, I can't follow you back yet. Okay. My phone is, like I said, I can't.
It's okay, you won't follow me. It's all right.
Look.
I know how it is. I know how it is. You want to follow me back?
Shut up.
All right, it's all good.
Oh, where they at? I'm sorry, I gotta check my shit real quick.
Spill all over my.
See that drink I made? Had your ass fucked up.
It's too smooth. You're right about that, bro. I should be drinking that shit, bro. I hit it with the watermelon next a little bit, but.
Oh, yeah, because, yeah.
That shit fucked me up, dog.
That water, man, I'm about to be a bartender. I'm about to bartend.
You got some talent for it.
I'm already knowing it. That's why I'm about to do that shit. Like, that shit ain't shit.
And I know a friend that bartends, like he worked my day job too, like at a factory. But you see, like how I work at a restaurant, he bartend at a restaurant. He be fucking googling the recipe, what the fuck they be asking when they had like some old fashioned. I remember he told me he didn't know how to make it with orange or whatever the fuck. He googled that shit right then and just made the shit. Like, you Google all the recipes. You know what I mean? If you could follow a recipe, you can make something in the ballpark. You know what I'm saying? Then when they say, oh, they want this, you just like, oh, my bad. You can blame it on the place. That's how they want me to make it. I just make it how they want me to make it. You know, I'll make it how you like it. You know what I mean? You can finesse that shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's a terrible sound.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's only $100 mic. Sorry. But you good. You good.
I feel like the girl off of Hustle and Flow.
Yeah. How you sounded coming on the mic. She came on the mic smooth with it.
Clock that T.
All right. No doubt. Hey, yo, we back on the show. You know what I'm saying? Back with a little brief editing intermission. Hopefully I edited it out. Hopefully I ain't leave it in. Sometimes I leave it in. Yeah, so sometimes I leave in a bathroom break. Maybe you need a break too, all right? Go fuck yourself, all right? One man team, making it happen.
You know it's hard out here for him when you trying to get this money for this rent.
Ain't no.
Push that shit out.
Whoop that drink. Get him. Nah, motherfucker, but I'm gonna stop. Shout out to Terrence Howard and his No Straight Lines, crazy ass. Nigga went off the rails with that shit, nigga. You know what I mean? It's the space between the bubbles. It's the space. He tripped me out. For a week, he had me thinking the whole universe was different. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, man.
For a week, he had me fucked up, dog. I had to go dig down a rabbit hole to see what the fuck he was really talking about. Or you trying to re-up us?
I ain't gonna lie, that drink is smooth as hell.
Trying to get us back up? Ooh. You trying to do something? I'm gonna have to chill, bro. I'm gonna have to chill. I'm gonna have to take it light. I gotta get you home. It's my job. Yeah, you want a little? Do your thing. Yeah.
All right.
Damn. But all right. No doubt. Let you do your thizzle. You know what I'm saying? Get your mixology on it. You know what I mean? But yeah, the next question I had wanted to ask you was, how did you first get interested in photography? Yeah. I'm going to let you think about that for a second while you make the drinks. You know what I mean? How did you first get into photography?
So it's a thing called the Q line we got. It's like a little mini train that runs from like Midtown, West Grand Boulevard to like downtown, like to Jefferson down there. So my goddaughter, she was, I want to say, like 6 months, 6-7 months. No, she was about 5-6 months. And I'm like, okay, taste that, make sure it's good.
good. Okay. I'll take a little more, though. Just a little bit.
I'm scared of the drink.
Yeah. So you say you was on the Q line.
Yeah, it's a thing called a Q line, whatever. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to take some pictures of her. Bitches came out fire.
Or the Q line?
Her.
Who, her?
My baby, my goddaughter.
Oh, okay.
That's how I got into that shit.
So you was on the Q line with your goddaughter?
Yeah, her mama's my best friend.
Okay.
And so, shout out to my best friend Lele. Go follow her, the Nail Fairy 313. She does nails. But yeah, I'm like, all right, I'm about to take some pictures of her. Bitch came out fire. I'm like, oh shit, I know what I'm doing. Pandemic hit. I bought me a camera.
What kind of camera?
I had a Canon M50.
Mm-hmm. I know exactly what camera that is.
Wait,
it's a good camera.
EOS M50.
Good camera.
And so somebody recently just stole it last year.
Like, just stole it from you?
Yep.
Why? How?
Long story.
But the Canon M50s are good. Do you still have it, or do you get another one? Or
nope, I got a Nikon.
Now you got a Nikon, all right.
Yeah, I got a Nikon now. I mean, my Nikon been doing me justice, I guess.
Yeah.
But I want that Canon back.
Yeah.
I got 2 Nikons. I only use one.
Nikon do give you. I've shot my mother. Some of my first real photography with my mother cameras was on a Nikon. You know what I mean? And it had like a lot of megapixels for its time at the time. You know what I mean? Like, so it was really sharp. You know what I mean? Did a good job with sharpness. You know what I mean?
Right. I ain't gonna lie. It get the job done. You feel me? Like, I just shot Wallow pictures on that Wallow and Gully.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I just shot a lot of people.
Yeah. So you like a celebrity photographer. You know, as far as like some of the pictures you've been able to get. You know what I'm saying, with these people. You know what I mean? So So what was like what was the craziest situation with you trying to get a picture of with celebrities, like get a picture of them? What was like the most weird or sketchy situation?
I wouldn't say weird, but like Moneybag Yo.
What?
Like, so my homeboy, shout out to Charlie Robin Hood. We love you, Charlie. But he threw a concert last year with Moneybag Yo, Sexy Red, Lil Tyler, Big Boogie, you know, all them niggas. So, first of all, Sexy Red ain't come.
Wow.
She flaked out. And then I heard at the end everybody was rushing the gates and shit. So Moneybag Yo performed like for like 5-10 minutes. They shut the shit down. Fire marshal shut the shit down.
Lil Baby ever come out?
No, it was Big Boogie, Lil Tyler, Moneybag Yo, and Sexy Red.
Okay.
Sexy Red ain't come out.
Damn.
Moneybag
Yo came though.
Yeah, for like 5 minutes, and fire marshal shut it down.
Because of the barricades and shit.
Yeah, it was. The concert hit capacity type shit. You feel me?
Nothing you can do about that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Except like playing on some TV screens outside. You know what I mean? That's about it. You know what I'm saying? But that's crazy. You know,
Shane Park.
Sexy Red ass ain't coming in.
No, Shane Park, and then Shane Park's small as hell.
Yeah.
Like, it's big, but you got to remember, you got Moneybag Yo on this tour. You got Lil Tyler. Lil Tyler brought out Skilla Baby.
Wow.
Skilla Baby from the hood. You know, he's from Detroit.
Yeah.
So you bringing out Lil Skilla Baby.
That was smart of the Tyler to do that.
Then Sexy Red was supposed to come. All the hoes came out for Sexy Red.
Came for
Sexy Red ain't come.
Yeah.
So you got all the hoes, and then you got Moneybag Yo. Moneybag Yo's a hood nigga. Yeah. All the hood niggas want to get in that bitch. You feel me? So that's what happened. Like,
funny as hell.
And then with big Boss Man D-Lo, I was working there at the time at Shane Park. This was like earlier this year, like June, July. I snuck in that bitch. I'm like, yeah, I work here. Let me in type shit. You feel me? They let me in. They're like, all right, don't do this no more. I'm like, all right. I get to the down at the bottom. I'm at the stage. I see two of my coworkers right there. Shout out to them. I seen them two right there. I'm like, hey, y'all. They look. They're like, bro, how the fuck you get in this bitch? I'm like, bro, it's me. Bro, on my soul, I ain't paid for a concert in like 3 years.
Wow.
Like, I ain't paid for a concert in 3 years. I know people that be at them gates. I got word of mouth.
You got friends in high places. She said, I get past them gates, y'all. I can get past them gates.
I had niggas bringing me media passes to the gate to get in. And then taking that bitch back as soon as I get in that bitch. As soon as I get backstage, they're taking that bitch. Mm-hmm. Take that bitch. I don't give a fuck.
You already here.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm already here.
Yep. That's crazy. That's dope as shit, though. That's dope as shit. So I probably helped a lot with getting some of them photos, getting back there. You know
I met Tiana Taylor, too.
Really?
Yes.
Wow. She's supposed. Yeah, that's supposedly the best body in the game, for real.
Listen.
It's supposed to be all natural.
Bro, when I say she's so cute and, like, she's so nice, like she cool. And I was like, this was what, October. And I'm like, hey, oh my gosh, it's Tiana Taylor. Like, I'm fanning the fuck out.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my gosh.
Are you gonna love me?
Man. I'm like, can I take a picture for you with you? You know? She's like, no, not right now. I gotta go put my face on. I want to tell that bitch, like, bitch, you fine as hell. I ain't even gay, but I'm in love with you, bitch. The fuck? I don't like pussy. Well, you cute, bro. Let me take these couple flicks. She was like, she ain't never come back. Yeah. Like, damn.
Damn, almost had Tiana. I see. So you was getting backstage with the joints at the venues, you know what I mean, and get the pictures of the celebrities.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I got pictures of Idris Elba.
Wow, really?
DJing.
Wow, I did hear he did that.
Yeah,
so you got pictures
actually,
of Idris Elba. You got some pictures, do you?
Let me show you. I'm about to show you. Let me find it.
I bet he never thought he'd be taking pictures over here, bruv. But I guess when you're on stage DJing, it comes with the territory, isn't it? Oh my God. Now I got her on the phone, y'all. See, I done fucked up. You know what I mean?
No, you didn't. Because I'm going to pull them pictures up just like this. Watch. Watch how fast I found that motherfucker.
So, talking about the homie, I forgot who homie you're looking up. Hey, Idris Elba DJing. This is James Bond. I was supposed to be James Bond, but didn't want a black man to play forever. It's really a crap shot, isn't it? Look at my name. Idris Elba holding it down. At least you can see him. See, I remember when I saw Draymond Green in my restaurant, bro. Draymond Green is so black. He is so
that nigga black as fuck.
Yo, I looked at it, all I could see was teeth, dog. He was looking like 30 yards away. All I saw was teeth. That's all I seen. His black ass, bro. That nigga is dark, but he's also a big ass nigga. He's dark, but he's a big ass nigga. I seen him, and I used to work at this spot that does weddings. Shout out to Gem Theater, whatever. It used to be mad weddings.
I know where's that. That's across the street from Ford Field.
Yeah. They got there and the Colony Club, and I used to be working there, and both of them or whatever. Same people own both of them, but yeah. I was next to Charles Barkley. I was standing
Really?
literally as close to me. I was right next to Charles Barkley. Charles Barkley is a big ass nigga. Like,
I believe it.
he's also like wide a little bit because he's like gained some weight a little
Right.
bit. So he's just a wall of a man, bro. He's so tall, bro. It's crazy. You know what I mean? Like how tall he's got to be taller than Michael Jordan. He's got to be tall. Like how tall is Charles Barkley? How is he 6'5"? Because I got this job. I got this guy at my job, right? I always joke about it because he's 6'6". This dude at my job, he's a real cool guy, but he's 6'6", and Michael Jordan is 6'6", and I always joke about how like he's like the same height as Michael Jordan, but he ain't had none of that. So I would always be telling people, yo, imagine somebody this dude's size, agile, flying through the air. It's crazy. It's like a giant moving like that.
No, for real.
Like it's crazy. You know what I mean? So, but him, I guess it was because he was wide also. He was like a...
And then you got to remember he got old. So when you get older, your body start deteriorating.
Mm-hmm. They say you lose some height a little bit too. They say that, yeah. You know what I mean? That's the one reason why, the tall niggas is cool. You guys got a good run, you know what I'm saying? But the facts is, the short niggas got a longer lifespan. I'm just saying.
Oh, man.
The shorter niggas got a longer lifespan. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got, what happens to them tall niggas? Knees and back problems. Okay.
So how tall are you?
Huh?
How tall are you?
I'm claiming 5'7". I'm claiming 5'7". All right.
Oh, man. So you were 5'6" and a half.
If a nurse get on here with a ruler, she gonna say I'm
5'6".
5'6" and 3/4. You know what I'm saying? But I got a sob story though. Hear me out. True story though. In 2020, I was working 20 hours, 70 something hours or whatever. Fell asleep behind the wheel without a seatbelt. Flipped my car and broke my neck. Got a compound fracture in my neck because I flipped my car and my head hit the ground. I flipped my car, so I had a neck brace, right? So I was 5'7". You heard, know what I'm saying? But that compound fracture took that little quarter of an inch. You heard me, my neck, like that. You know what I mean? So I'm 5'7", but I got hit in my back. I got hit on. Know what I'm saying? So I'm really 5'7" type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Know what I mean? You can't deny. I wasn't a neck brace. Who could really determine whether or not I really lost it? It was a comment. Was it? You know what I'm saying? So you just got to give me that 5'7". Or we gonna fight.
All right,
or we gonna scrap.
All right.
No,
We gonna get a little 5'7".
All right.
I'm 5'9" and a half.
Yeah.
But I took over my daddy.
Yeah, long as you don't say eat no apple off the top of your head type shit, we good. You Gucci. Long as you...
No.
Yo, that was the wildest line I ever heard to a show. I was like, yo.
My daddy was 6'2", 6'3".
Oh, tall man, big man.
Yeah, I think my little brother like 6 foot now. And my other brother like 6'2".
You know how tall LeBron is? So you say he's 6'3", 6'2". Oh no, 6 foot and 6'2". Michael Jordan is 6'6". LeBron James is 6'9".
No fucking way.
LeBron James is 6'9".
No fucking way.
How tall is LeBron James?
LeBron James is 6 feet 9 inches.
What the fuck?
6'9". LeBron is a tall motherfucker.
So my question is, how tall is Zendaya? Zendaya. Oh, you're not talking about who you talking about? Like, you're not talking about Wembley, are you? Who did that tall ass nigga? No, I'm talking about LeBron James' daughter, son.
Oh, daughter, son. What did you?
Son, daughter.
Oh, the son. Oh, which one are you saying? What are you?
Look him up. It's his trans. No, that's Dwayne Wade.
I'm about to say, yeah, that's Dwayne Wade. Yeah, LeBron ain't never done that.
I'm talking about Bronny.
Yeah, like nah, not LeBron. Now Dwayne Wade got some explaining to do, dog. Dwayne Wade got some explaining to do about how that shit had. Now him, I knew he was off the rails when he let Gabrielle Union talk all that crazy shit, talk about she a boss, this and that. You know what I mean? And I'm like, you dealing with Dwayne Wade, like I'm so tired of them trying to humble the greatest niggas among us. You know what I'm saying? They really try to. I gotta. Oh, she said I'm babysitting. That's crazy. Nah, I mean, I got you. but what you call it? So as far as backdrops, all right. As far as backdrops, you know what I'm saying? I've seen photographers here that came here one time here for this event. And they used like a paper backdrop. And it's the first time I had ever seen that, like in real life, and I could see
Like construction paper.
yeah, like that type. You know what I mean?
It's a roll
That
they put up there. They hook up to the little thing, and they roll it. And then if it's been stepped on and shit, they
just
cut
cut it off. Yep. Yep. They use construction paper. Now, I could see how, like, with the light bouncing off of that, how like it creates like a flat, like it sort of eat the light instead of like reflecting it in that way, which could be beneficial from a photography perspective. You know what I mean? So I could see that purpose of using it. I had bought like a backdrop thing, like like an easel that could hold it, like a big ass thing, whatever, 10 foot by 8 foot, whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? But the one that it came with, or that I used with it, is like a cloth. It's a cloth backdrop. You know what I mean?
What color?
I got black. I was gonna get white, but it's a black one.
See,
I was
that
gonna
black
get white
one,
and green.
like that white one, it'd be better.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I worked at JCPenney's, like, portrait studios before. She been trying to get me back for so long. I can't do it. Shout out to Ari. But yeah, I can't.
Why not?
I ain't gonna lie, that shit was hard as fuck.
Hard how? What was hard about the portrait shots?
First of all, you don't edit no pictures. You get 15 minutes. 15 minutes per session. So that means you gotta clock, check them in. You gotta fill the pictures. You gotta take the pictures. You gotta at least take 20 pictures, landscape and portrait. I mean, a landscape and what's that shit called?
Portrait, yeah.
Yeah, portrait. So, like, within 15 minutes. And then imagine it's around the holiday season, right? Everybody want pictures.
Yeah.
You got the whole day booked, 15-minute sessions by yourself. I can't do. They scared me.
That's like production line photography. You got to get people out. That's different. That's different as opposed to what they be charging like $150 for like a 30-minute photo shoot type shit. That's the prices I've seen with some of them. You know what I mean? And they'd be like, but that's for 30 minutes, not like a 15-minute. You know, but then you don't edit it, so means you got to take good ass photos.
Exactly.
When you out the camera, you know what I mean. That's when you need a Canon. You know what I mean. Now because you could do it with other cameras, but based on
they use a Nikon.
They use a Nikon. It must be a high resolution because that's what it was. Because even back when my mother had bought that Nikon, it had a high resolution for some reason. You know what I mean? Oh, she took it down. She said, "Nah, she took it down." She had a high resolution. You know what I mean? The Nikon was sharp. You know what I mean? She had a high resolution. I don't know what it was about it, but like their sensors were really high res at the time. And I remember like getting good sharpness out of it. But from what I understand, it's like Canon has the best color science of all the things. Like as far as the photo looking professional level directly out the camera without you having to do much to it, Canon seems to be the best at that. You know what I mean? But Sony has the best autofocus in the game. Like Sony's autofocus has always been top tier. You know what I mean? Even now with the newest one, just used with the AI autofocus, they still come.
AI is crazy right now.
The AI autofocus.
They going crazy right now.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you that too. But I guess I can ask you, how do you feel about AI affecting the if it wasn't an iPhone coming to chop a photographer's head off, it's the goddamn AI, you know what I mean, making shit a little too accessible to some degree. You know what I mean? But on the one hand, it makes our lives easier, but on the other hand, it makes our customers that are tech savvy more able to create enough of a close enough to what, you know what I'm saying? So how do you feel about AI affecting our industry?
Man, AI fucking this up. I ain't gonna lie. I just seen the whole movie flyer, and there's AI. You can see the nigga face in the background running together. arms look like it's one and it's two people. And by me being a photographer, I look at that type of shit. I be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, why is these niggas' arms like this? Like,
oh yeah, that's AI generated. Like sometimes they fingers. That's one thing. Like they say, if you want to know what it would look like, AI is still not good at doing fingers. AI is still not good at doing. I can't even see the camera. AI is still not good at doing fingers. You know what I mean? So if you want to know, sometimes if it's AI, check the fingers. It'll like mess up or something. Like I seen one, it was like AI of like a Wolverine thing I did, and at first it had both Wolverine's claws out, but a little bit after that, one of Wolverine's claws sort of like turned into his fingers. It kind of merged a little bit, and it's because it fucked up like the claws finger separation. So AI struggles with the fingers.
damn.
That's where I look at when I want to know if it's AI or not. I look real close at the fingers.
Yeah. I look at the fingers, but I look at the arms and shit.
Yeah.
You know, make sure they together and intact.
And attached to what it's supposed to be. Because they'll have his arms like this and then another like thing like it'll do weird stuff. It will do weird, like give a dude almost 4 arms. Like, cause
like that shit is weird.
Or it'll have them shaking hands and then also do another expression. It's like he only got one hand. How he doing both of those? You know what I'm saying? I know because I've worked with the AI generated images that are in my AI editor that I use for my podcast clips. And sometimes it gives me bullshit. Or like it'll give me an image of a person, but they'll be like hella cross-eyed. Like one of their eyes be mad, droopy for no reason. You know what I'm saying? They'll look like
type shit.
Like somebody hit him with a frying pan when it was 5.
Man.
Look crazy.
Charleston White type shit.
For real. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Funny story with Charleston White. I know him.
Really?
Yes.
I appreciate his existence in the culture.
Like, I got his number type shit.
Really?
So I called him one day, right?
Charleston White, that crazy motherfucker.
I called Charleston White one day. I'm like, you remember me from Ace of Spades? We met at Ace of Spades, the strip club or whatever. So I'm like, you remember me? He like, yeah, how can I not forget you? This when he just got out of jail recently. I'm like, what the fuck was you doing in jail? He told some man, all you trying to do is be nosy, be messy, and hung up on me.
Wow.
Charleston White. I should call him to see if he answers.
I respect Charleston White because I feel like there's not a lot of people talking out against the murderers or talking out against the gangsters. You know what I'm saying? And even though he did some things that made me like, question his, credibility, you know what I'm saying? Overall, I respect some of the message that he was giving. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no one talking like that in the black community. You know how Charleston White was talking about how all of these killers and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I always wonder what's up with that with hip hop. Like I feel like the gangsters is overrepresented in black culture. Like as if there is no other side, no other form that we can take. Is only a gangster hood nigga that reformed himself. There's no other. Like as
no,
if,
for real.
What I'm saying? Like you know what I mean. So the other side.
I definitely get what you're saying with that shit. Like
the other side is just called cornballs or whatever they want to say. You know,
cornballs is crazy.
Yeah, cornballs, Uncle Tom's, Oreos. They got all types of names for niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Look at the guy. See, she got the guy in there. You know what I mean? That's crazy. You know what I mean? I seen it here first. You
wanna call him?
Nah.
Hey,
I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do him like that. You know what I mean? I won't even want to get him up here one day in real life. You know what I'm saying?
No, for real.
Nah, because he, like I said, I respect how he came, but he was just so disrespectful with it that you're going to turn some people off with that. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
on one or the other hand, I understand, though, because, when that gangster guy was alive or when he was free and he was talking about smoking on this app or this app, talking all that murder shit, talking about killing everybody, you know what I mean? That was fine. You know what I'm saying? But when he gets locked up, we got to go, oh, it's so sad. But why we acting like his one book bag giveaway and one turkey drive a year was worth all the negativity he was spewing out the whole other 300 days out the year.
Right.
He's like, yeah, I'm going to be a complete negative force and influence on my people all 300 years, but I'm going to give them book bags one day for back to school, and I'm going to give them turkeys one day, and that's going to make up for, like, no.
And
Like,
Sundays, Christmas.
Yeah, little kids, I give you little toys for tots. You know what I'm saying? I gave y'all 3 days of positivity. That's all I could do. Like, damn, dog. Like, come on. But your overall brand is like, praising the worst parts of, like, it's real weird, black culture today. I almost feel like you get praised for, like,
dumb shit you do.
self-destructive behavior. Yeah, the dumb shit you do. Yeah, they want you to, the dumbest shit you do.
Keep that shit a buck. The dumb shit that these niggas do nowadays.
It's true. It's true. It's very true. They like praise stupidity. It's the weirdest thing. You know what I mean? They praise stupid. I never forget one time I never let my brother live it down, and when I bring it up to him, he just laugh at me. Because, like, it's a perfect example. Like, so there was this rapper one time called Thousand Blind Fawny, whatever, back in the day, and he was in a music video with like a samurai sword. And he was dressed like a regular hood nigga with a samurai sword, though. And he was just, like, swinging it around, just, like, having fun with it. You could tell he didn't know what the fuck he was doing with that samurai sword, right? And my brother was showing it to me one time, like, oh, look. You see, he got the samurai sword. He cool and shit with his sword or whatever. All right, cool. Fast forward, like, a couple months later, Lupe Fiasco. Lupe Fiasco was in a whole, like, kimono type shit, right? On Instagram with a samurai sword. And he chopping like bamboo. He using like the proper technique. Like Lupe Fiasco was fucking some shit up, looking like a shonen guy. And then my brother shows me him. My brother shows me him, and he like, oh, look at Lupe Fiasco. He a dork. Look at him going mad hard with this samurai shit. Like, you black nigga, what is he doing this shit for? He looking like a dork. And I said to him, I was like, see, why is you saying Lupe Fiasco's a dork? You using proper technique and chopping shit up, but you think this hood nigga fucking around with a sword with no technique is cool. You know what I mean? He looked like he about to chop his own leg off. He just like throwing this thing around, and Lupe over there, fucking slicing some shit the fuck off. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, but that's.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
You go to the bathroom?
Yeah. Right. I broke that seal.
Oh my God. It'd be like that. All right. Short intermission.
I'm sorry.
Impromptu, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
See how Charlie do it?
Normally I have it in this room over there, but yeah, you know what I mean? Set up mics in the joint, you know what I mean? Those is like podcast mics. I'm telling you. I messed up. I've been meaning all summer to do like an outdoor podcast up there with 1 or 2 episodes on up there.
What you got on you, dog?
What you mean?
Weed.
I don't have much at all, honestly, unfortunately. I don't.
He got this them blood to go home and smoke.
I wasn't even talking to you.
I just asked her. That's what it sounded like.
That's what it did. I was literally.
I don't got no weed. All I got is like a
you got your
I got a
to
roach
smoke on.
like this big that I was gonna smoke right now, honestly, because she was at a bathroom break or whatever. But yeah.
Damn, y'all feeling good too.
Yeah,
Y'all had covers?
Huh?
Y'all had covers?
What do you mean covers?
Covers.
Oh, you mean food? Nah, that's just wings.
Oh, that was like covers.
Covers is good.
He said, what you mean? Covers.
Because I was looking too like, what?
Covers?
I'm still there. No, ain't no Culvers in New York. You know what I'm
Ain't
saying?
no covers in New York.
Nah, not at
that
all.
looked like the covers little.
Yeah, there's no burners in New York neither. That
Oh,
shit,
really?
not at all. That's
Better
Canada
made
Dry.
burners. They not in Vegas either, so my people come here, they want that shit shipped down.
I was thinking something like someone got it in.
Yeah, they ain't got that out there. They got that Detroit medicine. Yeah, I be like, my grandmother heated the burners up on the spoon.
Yeah.
And I was,
Yeah. I mean, her, we gonna get a version.
yeah, we killed it with. And my
We ain't messing with y'all break. I was about to walk in there, but I can't do that.
Nah.
No, I can't do that.
I'm editing all this out of here because it's a
Yeah,
bathroom break.
that's why he turned it around. Y'all doing good though, right? Smooth.
Yeah, it's going great. You know what I'm saying? I forgot what part I was in.
You wasn't even walking in our podcast.
No, I wasn't.
I know.
Dang, don't say it like that. I was just talking.
She's ready for you to talk shit.
And I got some lick in my system.
She ready for your shit now. She ready now.
We still got. I mean, we've been drinking a little bit of it, but
Take your shot.
Come on.
I'm gonna take a shot.
My back do hurt.
tequila make you happy. It give you a happy drunk.
No, I had a hot toddy when I left though.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
That's a little bit. Come on, take
No, tequila nasty.
No.
I think I got a cup in here too. Let me see.
The drink that you gonna be like, what the fuck?
You want to say I don't want to say
You gonna let it fuck where's the liquor at? Ask him.
Oh, yeah, I'll take a shot.
I know how to make a drink. And I ain't a licensed bartender.
I'm taking a shot. Take a shot. I might not see y'all till the new year.
Can I take a mixed shot?
You want a mix shot? You gotta.
She want a big shot.
All right, I'll make you a drink. Okay.
We got another cup.
Well, a little bit. I got you.
Ooh, we have to smell that. It's gonna clear your nose.
Pour liquor, pour a little bit. I'm about to make it.
All right, that's a lot.
Hey, bro, honestly, this setup is better this way instead of the other way.
Oh yeah. No, backdrop is better.
Yeah.
It's better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did one. I did one this way. No, two this way. The other two this way. I like this way better. So I would go with this as a backdrop. Because when I came in, it was a meeting, whatever they were doing in there.
Oh, you told her what you do for me?
Yeah. I showed the Instagram a tiny bit too. You know what I mean? How we edited the videos or whatever. And I see maybe this.
Thank you.
Make sure you recommend the Good and Ready Productions page. The CharlieGtv page is too crazy. You know what I mean?
The Ready page, not the Charlie.
Yeah, not CharlieGtv page. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. Look at this shit on Friday. It's crazy.
You still taste it a little bit? All right, give it to me. Let me see.
She had a little more sweet juice. You know what I'm saying? She making a funky face.
No, for real, she did. I said that's why I asked her. Like, hold on now.
I was like, this is call you. They
She
won't
started
know.
making a Bill Cosby face. She was like, I don't like the drinks with the liquor. Nah,
Because I grew up watching the Cosby Show. I can't unsee it.
That was strong.
yeah, I ain't give you
Oh,
no mix.
this better.
That's
That's
better.
better. I can drink it.
Shout out to the Avion. Jesus.
Okay, that's better.
I told you. I give
So when I see you out in the world, I'm like, remember that drink? Yeah.
Look, you don't taste the liquor, do you?
No, not really.
I seen
I
the
told
flash,
you.
So yeah.
Yeah, you know I got
Y'all enjoy y'all night.
You too.
It's funny, man, because he do all the kid stuff, man. But he really a cool nigga. For like smoke weed with him and shit and all that. He a cool nigga. But he does do good with the kids. The kids, I feel like I've been in mad workshops with him. Like they really enjoy the workshop and they get a lot out of it. Honestly, in my opinion, you know what I mean. So he does good work. He does good work. You know what I mean? He just gotta learn to stop fucking bitches. That's his problem. He's a big womanizer. Big womanizer. He cannot keep it in his pants at all. Like every time I'm out with him, every time you see him, you see her ass, you see his other. He's not going to see a shorty and like be with me and like not comment on her looks after she's not there no more. There's no chance of him not commenting on the girl's looks. 0% chance.
Oh, wow.
It's funny. I know this other guy. We back for the intermission. You know what I'm saying? I just want to give a quick shout out to my guy O. You know, there's two stereotypes about Detroit men, and in my personal experience, they have fully lived up to both of them, and more times than not. You know what I'm saying? And one of them is about being a Detroit hustler. These men are some fierce businessmen. I've negotiated some prices and negotiating business with Detroit men. These are some of the roughest negotiations. It'd be hard, dog. Yeah, they some real hustlers, dog.
No, for real. I just seen 3 weed men on the same block, and then me. I'm selling weed. This is a pandemic. Everybody comes to me for the weed. They like, where the weed at? you got some fire? I'm like, yeah. At the time, that's when we was getting that pandemic money. So I was buying zips every fucking week. Like, I'm getting zips off every fucking week by me selling weed and shit.
Yeah.
Every week, every 2 weeks. You feel me?
Yeah.
On top of having the pandemic money. So
rolling in it. Yeah, I ain't hit nothing. Ain't none of that made my way. It was crazy. I was with shorty at the time, and she was not working, making more money than I was working at the time, which is crazy. I was at Lowe's, and I was an essential worker at Lowe's. You know what I mean? So yeah, it didn't feel real essential working at Lowe's. You know what I mean? And Lowe's at the time gave you unlimited overtime during the pandemic. Oh, great. Unlimited overtime. I could work as long as I want, but like the problem is I clock in at like 5 a.m. to do my job. We do our shit before the customers get there a lot. And normally we clock out if we're even working a full shift at like 2:30 p.m. By 3 o'clock, by noon, the customers start rolling in. And like during the pandemic time, bro, being in a store, especially like April, March, like when it first hit, like when the pandemic first hit, and I ain't know what was up. And it was before that 2 weeks where I thought black people was immune. I had that for like 2 weeks, then I stopped believing that. That was a good 2 weeks. You know, there was a 2 weeks when I thought black people was immune from COVID. That was a great 2 weeks. And then something had popped up on the internet for like a week where I thought like somehow weed fought COVID. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm good. That only lasted like a week.
oh man.
And I was just like, damn, dog. And every time I would start seeing people around me, and it was like a bad mix of things. I remember one time I was not having a mental breakdown, but it was like I was just on edge at that particular moment. You know what I mean? And I was about ready to crash out. And I was getting into it with my manager. She was like a white lady. So it was like I'm getting into it with my manager. She's a white lady. At the same time, I'm dealing with COVID. And that fucking George Floyd shit had happened right around that same exact time in May, June of that same year. So it's just like the racial shit, the COVID shit, niggas dying. Nigga, if you say one more thing, say one.
I'm about to blow your shit up right now.
Say it again. I'm like, you say one more thing, and before anyone can come help you, you're going to have a long fucking day. This is about to be the longest 3 minutes of your motherfucking life. All right?
3 minutes is crazy.
All right? It's going to be the longest 3 minutes. This is like when that nigga jumped over the thing at the judge.
Oh man, that nigga just got hit with like 40 years.
Yeah, I know that nigga
like
over
40 to 60 years, and it's like what?
But he jumped over and he hit her, and that was only like for like 20 seconds, but that was the longest 20 seconds of her life before that bailiff could get over it. He was like,
I know you like,
he got a couple of, he was like, oh God, I want that animal in a cage.
That bitch gave him like 40 to 60 years for doing that. Like, what?
Oh, my God, bro.
Like, nigga, is you slow?
Yo, he not slow. He fast.
No, for real. That
he
nigga
fast
leaped.
and athletic. Yo. She probably never thought that could. Yo, the way he jumped, he levitated.
And he had cuffs on.
For real. Levitated right at her. She tried to make a move to the side, too. Bang, shoulder hit her right. Like that, listen, Detroit line. You know the internet was like linebacker for Florida State, All American. You know the internet don't give a fuck, man. The internet is a wild place. You know what I'm saying? They was doing mad memes. This shit was funny, man. But that's what it was like, man. That's what it's fully activated. So let me ask you this. So. You already answered that because you was looking for men to be like your dad, right? So what's your view on the concept of soulmates? Do you believe in it?
Yeah, I actually do. Like,
do you believe you can have one or multiple soulmates? How you feel about it?
shit, it's Detroit, my baby. Even if you marry, you single.
Oh, my God. That was the other part I meant to mention. I mentioned the Detroit hustler part, But the other part that Detroit men have fully lived up to is the Detroit player part. That's why I never finished getting into. Yeah, my guy. Oh, I don't go out a lot. I don't. I work a lot. I do. All I do is work. But my guy. Oh, I like going out with him sometimes. Just like once every like 3 months. Just because this nigga's like 40 something, but he got a nice big truck. He be having the buffs on. You know what I'm saying? He be having all the he know how to dress. He's a Detroit player. You know what I'm saying? And yo, he's like an Olympic athlete when it comes to hollering at shorties. I never forget one of the first or second nights I was out with him. When I tell you he hollered at every shorty when we left the bar on the way to the car, like the moment we left out the door.
That sound like a Detroit nigga though.
There was one shorty. As soon as we left out the door, he was like, "Hey, how you doing, young lady?" You know. Then there was another one right at literally as close as me and you are was the shorty he hollered at next. Like he would holler at you, and then if it didn't work, if I was a short, he would holler at me, and then he would like that close, like that. I was like, dog, you got to put at least like 3 minutes in between shots. Like he was like, dog, he had no pause, like no pause. You know what I'm saying? Like
He had no chill.
he had no chill, man. And I was like, see, and when you out with a nigga that's gonna holler at 30 bitches that night, you gonna holler at 5. Then you gonna holler at 5, 6. You like, well,
for real.
if this nigga do it, like, but I got to. There hasn't been a time yet I went out with O and haven't tried to shoot my shot at least once or twice or 3 times because this nigga just keep going. He brushes off L's like it never happened, dog. He be like, it ain't nothing. Ain't nothing. She was feeling it tonight. Ain't no thing. You know what I'm saying?
What's up,
The
my
next one,
baby?
yeah. Like, dog. And one thing he used to do, I still ain't got the balls to do this. I told him the Me Too move. I don't know how I feel about it, but he's smooth with it. He Detroit play. He do this thing, bro, where he be grabbing bitches by the hand. You know what I mean? He be like grabbing their hand and holding their hand. How you do? You holding their hand and shit. And I be seeing, yeah. He holding their hand and shit. He agree, but they walking by. He just grab their hand and shit. And they be stopping and looking. And I be sitting there. I be sitting there amazed. I be like, wow, she really said it's really working. Did he really get the number? Wow. I be sitting there like, wow.
Memorized.
Yeah, I'll be like, all right.
Mesmerized.
For real, taking notes. I'll be like, all right.
Now this is how I'm supposed to do with this girl and how this body shape is.
Uh-huh.
How you do it with this.
I be seeing him, and the other thing too is that not even just great. He'll holler at. This happened to me twice. He'll holler at groups of ladies. There'll be 3 shorties. He'll still, how y'all doing? Like he'll approach a whole group of 3 shorties, and I'll be his homie holding it down by the whip. And he'll talk it up with one of the 2 shorties. He'll be like, yeah, and that's my man's over there, you know what I mean? And then shorty will walk over. Now I'm got you to do. I'm like, hey, man, just because he went over to the group, and I'm the man's, I'm there, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
So I was like, wow. I was like I said, like, he's a real Detroit player. He's a real Detroit player. You know what I mean? He be getting it off on these shorties, man. And it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, you give me a lot of hope, Unc. You know what I'm saying? You doing all of this. You 44. I got plenty of time to get my shit. Got plenty of time. I got plenty of time.
Dog.
I got plenty of time, dog. Because you could be 40 and still knocking down everything. You know what I mean?
For real.
But I never been that type of. I never been. I always wanted a relationship. That's always been the type of guy I am. But it just doesn't seem like we in that type of world today. Like you said, you said you be married and still single. The only thing I'll give O is that because he be cheating on his girl. I'm sorry.
See?
He be cheating a lot. But the thing is, at least O said, hey, I never cheated as a married man. My homie Dion, who be trying to act like he's super faithful when he get on the pod, all of a sudden when he get on the pod, he a one-woman girl. Meanwhile, when we at the job, he like, yeah, I'm a cheat no matter what. Even if I get married, no matter what, I'm cheating my whole life. I don't give like I'm cheating no matter what. And I was like, damn, at least O pretended like when he get married, he gonna stop cheating. You were just like, fuck it, I'm just cheating. And I've heard some niggas be like, oh yeah, I cheat because I don't trust bitches and she's gonna cheat on me anyway. So I'll just rather cheat first.
Yeah, I heard that.
And I've been like, that's the most fucked up logic. That's the most.
No, for real.
That's the most damaged logic I can think
No,
of.
for real.
You know, just say who hurt you. That's what he be like. Who hurt
you that bad for you to cheat before your bitch cheat on you?
You don't even trust that. You don't trust that you're
like,
capable of keeping a woman loyal.
How you don't know if this bitch is loyal with this nigga, but then this nigga is fucking with this bitch and fucking with this bitch at the same time, his girl. So instead of asking for a threesome, this nigga
He
goes
might not
cheat
be able to
with,
swing that. Might not be able to swing that.
might go cheat with this bitch. And now you don't know what this bitch.
And I don't even know why.
Yo, I'm at a podcast. I'm at one of the podcasts right now. What's wrong? What's the favor? Bro, stop fucking playing with me. Bye. That nigga just threw my whole. What the fuck? But then what was just talking about?
Oh my God, man.
Oh yeah, with these.
Yeah, shorty. Yeah. See, here's my problem. Here's my problem where I run into that, right? I don't know why he don't trust shorties, because like he a hood nigga. Like he was a drug dealer and all of that. He the type that these shorties, whatever, like they be stupid over, to a degree. You know what I mean? Like it's me that can't trust these bitches. It's me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I know what they see when they see me. In my opinion, when they see me, they don't see the hood nigga that they want. They don't see that gangster nigga that they want. No.
They see a nigga that go to work all day.
They see stability. You know what I mean? They see stability.
They want a nigga who could swipe them 10 motherfucking Lulu outfits.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They see stability. Man, as I always say, I made this joke, whatever. I'm a sheet nigga. They a street nigga. My name good on the sheets with the credit, with the pay stubs. You know what I mean? I'm a sheet nigga. My name good on the sheets. You know what I mean? They name good in the streets. You know what I mean?
For real.
So the thing is, I'm not naive though. I know that this bitch really think that she could keep me as the provider and think she could still have her fun with the hood niggas on the side.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I know that if I run into the wrong bitch, I'm like, listen, honestly, it depends on how much a woman chases after that excitement that hood nigga has to offer. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't have stability really to offer. He doesn't have vibes. No. It's exciting. He does things. It's unpredictable. It's a different energy. You like all of that, cool, until it's time to like pay the bills or like have or time to co-sign on an apartment or trying to do some shit. Like, all of a sudden all that drug money don't help when it's time to get an apartment. Exactly. You know what I mean? Type shit. You know what I mean? Oh, that's when you gotta call me. Like no, like that. So I'm not trying to fall for that trap. You know what I mean? Like so.
Type shit.
Yeah, because I seen it already. You know what I mean? I'm too smart to let myself do that. You know what I'm saying? Plus, it's a waste of my time with all the stuff I'm doing. You know what I mean? But I feel bad though, because it's like sometimes I see these women and it be like, why they always gotta wait till they mad old already a single mom to be like,
I'm looking for some.
Now I like good niggas, or now I wanna, or I'm tired of hood niggas, or now you wanna. Now after Pookie and Ray Ray have all had their fun with you, now you think you're trying to just settle down. Like, come on.
You see Lil Boosie then played with you.
Yeah. After you showed your pussy on live for $1,000, now you want to come over here. I'm not your. I got one of my favorite lines that I freestyled, and I came on a freestyler. Right, I said, "Want to take care of my future kids, but I ain't no Russell Wilson." I said, want to take care
clock that T.
Want to take care of my future kids, but I ain't no Russell Wilson.
Clock that T.
Okay. Y'all just out here.
You said you want to take care of your future kids, but you ain't Russell Wilson.
They ain't catching that. They ain't get. Told them something. Told them
they not catching it at all.
They ain't hearing me. They ain't hearing me. They
not.
They ain't hearing
they
me.
not.
They don't hear me though. They don't hear me though.
They not.
Keeping it a buck though. You know what I'm saying? So I know.
Damn, that little nigga don't even know his daddy for real.
Say you over there playing catch with Russell.
That goes over a lot of people's head. If you don't know sports and if you don't know music, you're not going to catch that joke.
Nah.
Hey, I ain't going to lie. I'm going to steal that motherfucker. I'm stealing that motherfucker. That nigga said, I want to take care of my future kids, but I ain't Russell Wilson. Shit.
That just say it right there. You know what I mean? So I feel for the single mothers. I feel you doing it, and now you think you gonna land this plane on Mr. Stability, and he gonna take care of all of the thing and do all of the. Maybe if I was 36 and I had a kid or two on my own, also, you know, all right. But I don't got no kids yet. You know what I mean? So for me to not have no kids, and that's another thing too. Sometimes they be having 2 kids, and they be dead ass acting like they don't want to have no more kids. So not only do you want me to come and take care of your kids, you want to not give me any kids of my own. How do you think that's finna work? But you act so you just say you want a nigga that got kids, all right? Because if you think that a good man that thinks he has the ability to raise kids well doesn't want his own kids, you're bugging. Like, what the fuck are you? Like any good man that thinks he's gonna want kids, you know what I'm saying? So thinking you're not gonna get a good man that doesn't want kids, so you're not gonna deny a good man kids just because you have kids already. How does that make you an equal value to him? Like, it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So I can't go for that. You know what I'm saying? I know, like I said, I know how they try to. They love the Pookie and Ray Rays. You know what I'm saying? Where they try to come for me for the stability. You know what I'm saying? I seen y'all coming and I'm dodging it. All right, I'm dodging.
I'm ducking and dodging. I'm
ducking
and
dodging. You know what I mean? That ain't my first go around. You know what I mean? So another question I have for you is, what do you think is the biggest challenge in dating today?
Social media. Like, if a bitch ain't skinny as fuck, like Ariana Grande or somebody, they don't want them. Or I still can't believe how the bitches and niggas on 600-pound life is married, bro.
The niggas a lot of times don't be having shorties, but the shorties almost always got a nigga there for whatever reason. That's what I was like. There's mad shorties that still got niggas, because niggas is niggas. Niggas is gonna pull up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean?
Niggas gonna fuck.
Niggas definitely is. You know what I'm saying?
But if you 600 pounds and up, like what?
That's too much.
That's crazy.
That's too much. And listen, I ain't got nothing against the big girls.
I'm big myself. You feel me? Like
I made this joke with my homies.
Oh man, you gotta go. You gotta go. If you talking about big people, and I'm a big girl right here.
Nah. Listen, I got love for the big girls. You know what I'm saying? I got love for the big girls. You know what I'm saying? But I'm allowed to make jokes about eating pussy with the fupa on my forehead. I can make those jokes. You know what I'm saying? Because I was down. I can't say. Look at the face. Nah, I'm joking, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
No. Tell the joke. What was the joke? I want to laugh too. Ha.
I'm just saying.
Tell the joke. You just said something.
It was down. Listen, I didn't. Like I said, I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a discriminating guy. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna laugh with you.
Nah. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. I've had some experiences. You know what I'm saying? That was funny. You know what I mean? But the thing is, like I said, I'm a relationship guy, right? So I'm looking for certain qualities that are like, because what I always say is that you got sexual marketplace value and you got relationship marketplace value. You might have a girl that has very high sexual marketplace value. Like she looks great, nice fat ass or whatever. You know what I mean? But due to her social decisions or how that attractiveness has affected her mental makeup, she might have very low relationship value. You know what I mean? And you might have a girl that might have not as much high sexual marketplace value, but might have better values overall and be more loyal. You know what I mean? And might have higher relationship value. You know what I'm saying? But the problem I've also run into is that you have some girls that like, they sell themselves short, right? So I said that to say, you're not necessarily, if you're thinking that because she's a big girl, that the chances of her being sexually promiscuous are lower, you know what I mean? It's not necessarily the case. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because she wants attention as well. You know what I mean? She might use what she has in order to gain attention and maintain relationships. You know what I mean? And if she can't, she's going to offer what she has to offer. You know what I'm saying? So I've run into that problem too. You know what I mean? And then with believability, like, that's why I believe when they say, like, you gotta love yourself before you can love somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And I also believe the quote where they say, you accept the love you think you deserve. You know what I'm saying? When you try to, in my personal experience, when I've tried to give a shorty that perhaps in her mind for some reason may feel like I'm out of her league or she doesn't deserve me in some type of way, and I try to, like, show affection anyway, I try to, like, show, like, that's not a factor. What matters is how you treat me for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to show that, whatever. She still, because of her confidence level, doesn't believe me. She won't believe me. And you run into that problem too with girls. Like, regardless of what I do, because of your confidence level, you will never believe. You believe at the end of the day, this nigga's playing games. This nigga's only here for a fun time. You don't believe me. You know what I mean? And you can't make a bitch believe you. You know what I'm saying? You could be honest, you could be something. But if you just don't believe that I'm the type, that you're the type of bitch that a type of nigga like me would settle down with. If you don't believe me, then you don't believe me. You know what I mean? Like, so I run into that problem too. So it's like, they got to have enough of a confidence level where they'll believe the affection you have for them. You know what I mean? But not such a high confidence level where, like, they're comparing you to every baller in the city and every top-notch thing. You know what I mean? So it's like, and that's a hard balance to find. You know what I mean? So, like, social media, as you said, is a big problem with the dating. You know what I mean? Because it's like, the comparison is the death of happiness. You're always comparing yourself to the next shit that looks better, or one guy comparing himself to the guy that's in better shape, or the guy that has more money. You know what I mean? Like, so it's hard to be happy with where you are in life because social media robs that from you.
No,
like
for real.
my podcast, whatever, 700,000 views. So there's someone else in Detroit with 2 million views, with 5 million views. You know what I mean? So you worked hard, spent all of that money, put out all of those clips.
For nothing.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Compared to somebody else's thing, you know what I mean. So you gotta. So that's where, like, not watching where you are and paying attention to the next man so much could stop you from your building, can stop you from your motivation. You know what I mean. So it's the same thing with some guys. Why some guys check out of the dating. They're like, man, I'll never compete with the guys with the Hellcats and the Buffs and the Celine head to toe and all of that. Like, why all of the shit I gotta do to compete with all of that shit. Just for, but then a lot of it really is a catch-22 because a lot of the shorties that those guys deal with aren't high relationship value shorties for real. You know what I mean? And they know that, and then they can't trust bitches either. You know what I mean? Because it's like, how can a guy that has all of that trust a shorties there for them? Like, at least now I'm a bum ass nigga. I can more trust at least that maybe she's here because she ain't here because I'm a big baller guy. I'm definitely not a big baller guy. I'm doing all right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not fucking T Grizzly and them niggas, you know what I'm saying? I ain't fucking with them niggas, you know what I'm saying? So
Don't do my boys like that. Shout out to T.
I ain't mad at it. I'm just saying that nigga got way more money than me. That's a motherfucking fact. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
I actually did photography for one.
Yeah, I know. I seen you had a picture. I had a picture. What was that like dealing with T Grizzly?
We from the same hood, so it's like we both from Joy Road.
Dangerous area over there. I gotta watch my back. I'm gonna call my OG on my way home now. You know, way back. Now I'm like, hey, look out for me, man. Hey.
No, but I remember I want to say like last year.
Sorry, good.
I want to say like last year, like I had took some pictures for him. That nigga DM me at motherfucking 12:30, 40 in the morning. Midnight type shit.
Yeah.
And niggas up some A-gang, where my pictures at? Like, bro, it's down there 1 o'clock in the morning. Let me sleep. I got you in the morning. But he comment on my picture with the fire emojis. I'm like, all right. And he know who I am type shit. You see, you feel me? He see me. He was like, what up, though, Flower? Tati, you know, give me a hug. Yeah. Moo, his best friend, do the same thing. Shout out Hood Bachi, the food truck. That shit good as fuck. You gotta go try that tea bowl and that tea wrap, like that bitch, that tea grizzly wrap. Shout out Chef
Got
Harvo.
his own little rap out there. All right.
Yeah.
He a rapper with a rap. I fuck with it.
No, for real. That shit good as hell. Shout out Harvo. That's the motherfucking chef. Harvo and motherfucking Chef J. They throws down.
I respect that. I fuck with the culinary world out here in Detroit. I be cooking some shit up myself sometimes, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't fucking with them chefs for real. They be on their business, man. I respect it. Shout out to the knife work. That shit ain't easy. You know what I'm saying?
Hell no.
So, what are some dating red flags for you?
Shoes. A nigga shoe game got to be up. Ain't no fucking way I got more shoes than you. And I'm a female. Like, growing up, watching my daddy had over like 30, 40 pairs of shoes.
Wow.
And I would have to line them bitches up. So I had to go line his shoes up in a line and
Daddy
go
was
from
a sneaker nigga.
literally wall to wall. Shoes on the shelf and shit. So
That's funny.
that's the first thing I look at is shoes.
I respect that. Any other red flags?
If you look dirty, like I could spot a dirty ass nigga. I'm from the city.
Like his skin looked dingy. He just looked like
Yeah, like you look dingy all around, like
grimy. Ashy. Can't be too ashy. I try not to be ashy.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, right? Ashy a little bit, but still, like, nigga, I don't look ashy. Like,
Yeah.
I don't look dingy. Like, niggas have on dingy ass shirts. Like, nigga, you could throw that bitch in the dryer,
Yeah.
iron that bitch out, put a hot ass pot on the stove and iron that shit. Do something, nigga.
Not the hot pot on the stove iron. Oh, I respect it. That's funny as shit.
Like, for real, do something with your life. Like, my shirt ain't, I threw this bitch in the dryer. This bitch came out.
The dryer do a lot. Yeah, it's laying. You know what I'm saying? It's laying.
Feel me? Like,
This bitch was on the bed. Just chilling there. Had to put it on. But yeah, I'm about to get new CharlieGtv shirts too, coming for 2025. I've done the black and white for like a year straight now. I'm thinking of maybe getting some blue shirts or some red shirts, you know what I'm saying? Just to change it up for the 2025. I'm thinking of doing that, you know what I mean? Plus, I was going to get some good...
I could plug you with somebody who press shirts too.
I got my homie. I don't want to... I don't want to do him bad, you know what I'm saying? Plus, he just started his own little podcast.
Okay.
He doing this thing.
Shit.
He progressing out here, you know. Plus, he made my first shirt, you know what I mean?
Type shit.
You know what I mean? My first shirt. So I wanted like a polo though. I wanted a polo for Good and Ready Productions because that's the name of my production company that produces the podcast or whatever. So when I'm on like photo shoots or like the workshop type thing, I want a shirt that's like not CharlieGtv because that's like a different brand to a degree than my like production company. You know what I mean? So
Put that on the back.
yeah, type shit. Yeah, I need like just something more professional. So when I'm dealing with it, because CharlieGtv is not a professional. Like I post mad crazy shit, mad funny shit, whatever. Like it's not like professional. It's like when I'm dealing with like, you know, like a Ford or like some type of other, you know, entity, like a real corporate. I don't want CharlieGtv. I don't want them to see that shit. That's why I got the other one is just pictures, just drone videos, nothing like.
I met the Fords before.
Yeah, you met her? Wow, what are they like?
Funny story. So I work at Ford Field and whatever. So I was running the elevator that they use. And one of my managers came to lock the elevator, you know, so don't nobody use it. So here come Martha Ford, the daddy, motherfucker, the granddaughters coming all on the elevator. I'm pushing the button. The elevator ain't closing. I'm shit bricks right now. I'm like, what the fuck?
You got all of them in the elevator with you trying to close it up?
What? So I'm like, excuse me, the elevator's not going. They're like, oh, okay. Click, click, click it. Close that bitch. I said, I was nervous in the bitch.
You was in the elevator with them or you let them?
I was in the elevator with them.
Wow.
And we just made a joke about it.
Oh, my God.
I'm like, fuck. That's my boss right there.
Yeah.
That's the real boss
the
right
boss
there.
boss.
That's the bitch who gonna tell me like, hey, get her out of here type
yeah,
shit.
Yeah.
So the elevator fucking up and you in the elevator and I what?
It's on you. Type shit, yeah. They on your head.
But she was nice. She was kind.
That's nice. So who was the man? You said it was a Mr. Ford there?
Mm-hmm.
What was he tall? Was he taller than you?
No.
No? Don't tell me no apple off the head. Hey, shit.
You know what? He probably was. I remember Mrs. Ford though. I never forget her. Mr. Ford, he was just off the side. It was her. Mainly her. She was short, white, scrawny little lady.
Aw. She's probably spunky. They'd be spunky. They'd be still fighting with the little bodies.
Type shit.
What you call it? Do you ever want to get married?
Actually, I do. I want to have a big fancy wedding. Jump the broom. But I don't wear heels, so I want to have like a sneaker wedding.
Okay.
I know it may sound
Like
weird.
some Converse or some shit?
No.
No Chucks?
No Chucks.
What, top 10s? What you...
Jordans.
Jordans, all right. Oh, you did just like some 11s.
No.
What's wrong with the 11s?
I love some 11s, but I'm saying like, because I got a pair of 11s and them bitches been.
What, you want some ones?
No, I want to do some exclusive ass shit, like some off-whites or something.
Oh, I'm trying to think what would look good like with a dress. I'm like, damn, like some 11s with the patent leather. I can see that. Like with some, I can see that.
Because I don't know how to walk in heels type shit. You feel me? So
God. You ain't ever walked in no heels?
nah. I was raised by my motherfucking daddy.
I feel there wasn't no heels in the house for you to try on. You go walk in. Yeah, no big sister to go fuck with her shit.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's terrible.
I'm around all gym shoes.
Yeah, that makes sense. I feel you. That's crazy though. So, how do you feel about this quote? Right. I feel like it's the truth, but I want to know how you feel about it. So, women control access to sex, right? Outside of y'all Weinstein people or whatever. But women control access to sex. Men control access to marriage. Would you agree with that or disagree?
I would have to disagree to agree to disagree.
Why you say that?
Like, I feel like if you let a woman control you in sex, you sassy.
A woman control you with sex. I'm not saying control you with sex. I'm saying women.
Like what?
Well, when I say women control access to sex, like women can get sex whenever they want. You know what I'm saying?
Niggas can too.
Some niggas can.
Niggas can too.
Some niggas can.
Niggas can too. I just stayed in the city for 27 years.
Listen, you know a lot of Detroit players. The players can, yeah, but there's other niggas that you didn't even
like
notice.
the simps, like the niggas who act sassy.
I've heard women complain about sassy niggas nowadays.
Like we're the new niggas, and now not saying you, but y'all niggas, it's new females. Like I didn't deal with a nigga. He way older than me, like 40. This nigga talking about some, yeah, you talk to me like that again, I'ma block you. Nigga, what? You just said the most female shit ever, some most sassiest shit ever. Like, what? I don't give a fuck if you block me. Nigga, I don't give a fuck at this point.
Detroit women is like, coming from where I come from New York City, all right? So they always talking shit about our women. Oh, we got the most aggressive women. New York, chill. Detroit women, let me tell you something. I've never been punched in my face by a woman until I moved to Detroit.
Oh, yeah.
When a woman in Detroit, I learned to stay loose. When you in an argument with a woman in Detroit, I mean, you got to stay loose, all right? You got to be ready. You might have to slip one, you know what I'm saying? I had to learn quick.
I done had to choke up a couple niggas.
Nah, you had to choke up. Man, please. You was out there fucking niggas up. Because a Detroit woman will try you. Will try you.
For sure. To your
will
last
try
straw.
you, push you. Yeah, will push you, try you.
Put your hands.
Yeah.
What the fuck is you doing, nigga?
I remember one time, Shorty was throwing. Now, I was Mayweather. I was in the pocket. I ain't gonna lie. I'm proud of myself. I wish to God that shit was on camera. Because I was sitting down on a couch,
And she stood up. We was arguing, whatever. She stood up and then started throwing punches at when I'm sitting down. And when I tell you not one punch hit my face, I was like this on her. But when I seen after punch 12 that she wasn't going to stop till she connected, the next one I weaved, I got up and just put her in a headlock, like, calm down. You know what I mean? Like, but she was not hitting me, dog. I swear it would have went viral if they would have saw me on the video. Like the impeccable head movement. Like, I was like, what? She was like hitting here. When I tell y'all, I was Neo in the Matrix,
I would have
dog.
just choked you.
You know what I mean? Yeah, she could not land one, bro. You know what I mean? And I fucking put her in the headlock, like, calm down. And of course, she started got the bucket, and I was like, but the headlock, it's over. You know, I've never like strike the woman, but I have given like a tight hug. You know what I mean? Or like, you like put her in a headlock, you know, because then you gotta calm them down. They be swinging and shit. You gotta calm them down, dog. I don't know what they do.
Let a nigga put me in a headlock. We fighting.
But we know what that's the thing. We was already fighting. That's the problem. That's why you in a headlock, because you was trying to throw these punches. You know what I'm saying?
I'm choking you. I'm one head, no neck.
All right.
One head.
No woman is actually gonna choke me in a fight. But I remember one time when I was getting busy with it. I remember the first time a woman tried to choke me like in a sexual situation, and I didn't know how I felt about it. I was like, and I was on top, and she tried to choke me, and I was just like, no. I was just like, I don't know what. I didn't know how to respond to it. You know what I mean? I
like choking a nigga.
She wasn't, because first of all, she just wasn't strong enough to choke me. Like, she was trying. It felt like she was trying, but like, I had no problem breathing. You know what I mean? So I was like, whatever. You know what I mean? It made me start choking her because I was like, what the fuck? Like, it was just weird. But it was interesting. You know what I'm saying? But Detroit women are aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Detroit women are aggressive for sure. Like, I remember, I never heard a woman rap Meek Mill word for word till I moved out here. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And Shorty was rapping Meek Mill word for word. I was like, what the fuck is going on here?
We love some Meek.
Oh, my God.
We love we love a lot of people. Like, Detroit is a music, like, city. Detroit is a fucking state. Fuck a city.
Yeah. Detroit is a big culture, big presence. You know
if you from Grand Rapids, they be like, where you from? Oh. I'm from Detroit. Like, nigga, you 3 hours away. How the fuck is you from Detroit?
Yeah. Speaking of Detroit, I had a question I forgot to ask you. There's a phenomenon that I honestly still hate because I'm not a part of it. It's something I never had to deal with my entire life until I came to Detroit and went to a party, and I have not been able to escape it happening at a single party I went to in Detroit. I don't know why all y'all niggas is in the Temptations in Detroit. I don't know, but I just want to ask you, do you know how to hustle?
Of course.
Of course. Yeah, they get on there and they get to. I thought I was black till I moved to Detroit. I thought I was black. And then I seen them all do the. I was like, what the fuck is. I started bumping into them. Let me go sit down. And I'm like, when did y'all all get together? I was like, y'all all know each other? Like, I thought we'd all of a sudden they get to fucking stepping. I'm telling y'all, bro. I've been to a block party, stepping at a block party. I've never been to one party ever where if I'm there
not
for
no
an
bar,
hour,
no nothing.
yeah, they stepping. At some point, they stepping.
They gonna put on
like the spot I love downtown. I be going to a lot. Went there my birthday. Shout out to Floods downtown Detroit.
Oh man, I knew you was about to say Floods.
Shout out to Floods. You know what I mean? I've been in it, turned up a couple times.